He has victim blamed me 100% of the way. So I don't believe anything that just came out of his mouth. I think he's full of shit. And he can off. Nothing happened. You did it. To text me, I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry. And I said, off, you rat. And I blocked her.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot.
Not smart. You're not smart.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bravo Breakdown with Joleen. That's me, stand-up comedian and Bravo superfan Joleen Lunzer, here to break down all things Bravo. Tonight, we are going to be talking about Vanderpump Rules Season 10 Reunion Part 2. We're going to get into it, recap it, and roast it as we do with a comedic twist. We also get deep into some of the issues. You guys feel free to sound off in the chat. You know me, I'm very opinionated. You're welcome to be opinionated as well, but we'll just, agree to disagree on some things and try to be respectful to one another. But first things first, make sure you smash that like. It helps me so much in the algorithm. And also subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I still have a goal to get to 40,000. We hit the 30,000 subscriber goal already, so I upped it to 40K. So let's see if we can get there. If you want to support the channel further, you can do what Mtronics did and send a super chat while we're live. And it I so appreciate it, Mtronics. Thank you so much. I'll read your comment live, and you are helping out the channel. Otherwise, you can also join my YouTube membership or check me out on Patreon, Cash App, PayPal, all the things if you want to, but it's not necessary. Okay, Mtronics, thank you for the super chat. So generous of you. Mtronics says, thank you for these roasts. They really help me feel sane. I'm so happy. Comedy is supposed to be therapeutic, healing, but it can also piss you off sometimes. So I'm glad that you're feeling somewhat sane. Appreciate you guys and appreciate all your comments. So sound off in the live chat, please, please, please. I love hearing from you, and we can get right into this craziness. So I took extensive notes, but then I want to do something where we'll go off of the notes I took for the roast and recap, and then I want to play a little bit of the audio of the episode, and we can react to it and hopefully not get copyright struck, even though Love Actually, they tried to copyright strike me from last stream, and I said, oh, no, fair use commentary, and so they had to take it back. So yes, like, shout out to my mods who are dropping all the links in the chat. Sound off, you guys. What did you think of part 2 of the reunion? I will say it was not as satisfying to me as part 1 was, because I feel like part 1, they really were coming as a team for Sandy Butt. Not that they're not in part 2. Part 2 was just, after my first watch last night, I sat back and I said, I don't like that. It was a lot. And we'll get into why it was a lot and, Rachel's reactions or lack of reactions. Rachel Raquel, I have come to find out, you guys, or not even find out, I've come to surmise that something ain't right. This woman she has no reaction, no emotional reaction to everybody in this episode is crying. There is a point, Ariana, Tom, Sheena, Lala, everybody's passing around freaking Kleenexes, and she's like, but it's not like I haven't seen her emotional before. We saw her have a panic attack in the car coming back from Vegas on the way to wherever they were going, like Tahoe, or not like Tahoe. I forget where they were going now. Who cares? And then we saw her get emotional about pageants. So I am not a psychiatrist, so I'm not going to try to diagnose her. I do know that there are quite a few psychiatrists that are reacting to some of these episodes. Shout out to Shannon Van, sent me one, the psychology guy in Seattle. I think I forget his full channel name, but feel free to drop it in the chat if you know who I'm talking about. He's really good. And then there's another guy as well that I found. I would like to see a woman. So if you have a woman's channel, you know, we like to support the women's over here because we're sexiest. You know, I'm not sexist, I'm just sexy. Nancy, thank you so much for the super sticker. But these psychiatrists or therapists, they were kind of giving their input on Tom, but I would like to see some input on Rachel Raquel. I mean, I know if we want to get deep in it, she does have trauma in her past. You know, you have this, you know, and I call it trauma, but it's probably traumatic. You know, the mom, I don't know the custody details, but her mom, her bio mom didn't raise her. Her bio mom's sister raised her. So that's her mom. So I don't know what the story is there. There's just, this lady is very, this lady is, you know, I don't know. All I can ever think is the thanks a lot, Rachel, thanks a lot. But she showed very little emotion.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot. I felt bad for Sheena too. Oh, there was a female psychologist who commented on VPR. Oh, find her name for me, please, please, if you don't mind. Okay. Here we go. We're getting into this episode and we're back at it. And immediately when we're back at it, James Kennedy is telling Lisa, this is when Lisa is, you know, if you didn't catch part 1 of my recap, you know that as much love and respect as I do have for Lisa Vanderpump, I was just like, no, Lisa, no. She's doing too much for Tom Sandy Butt, for the Toms in general, just like she always does. And it's Trey annoying. Okay. Very, very annoying. Thank you, Nancy. I think you have a great judge of hilarious character. All right. I appreciate you. Welcome, Susan. Welcome everyone joining live. Hit that like. Okay. So they're back. Lisa's sticking up for Tom too much. Tom has the audacity to call Lala a narcissist. And I'm like, Tom, no, Tom. I mean, I guess it takes, like you say, because he's got these like childish comebacks, like takes one to know one. And Lala's like, I'm confident, but I'm not a narcissist, sir. And he's like, that's what's part of it. Like, dude, that's like what's part of it, dude. Like, Ariana, you guys are all narcissists. I'm the only one who gets it. All right, you guys don't get it. I need to have a cigarette. Tom Sandy Butt, he just wanted to smoke this episode and work at Hot Topic and be emo and goth and all of that. But he's like, well, you're like a narcissist. And Lala's like, listen, I may have a big ego. Yes, but I'm not a narcissist, you effing moron. And then Tom's big comeback, you guys, is you're a effing moron. Dude, like, you're a effing moron. It's you. Okay? What did this man, how did I not see how much of an imbecile he is? How much he can't handle himself? I guess the Ariana of it all made him seem like, I never thought he was a freaking genius, but I thought he would, I thought he was a little better at this. I mean, jeez, this guy got a good at it and he had smart women around him. And without those women, sir, we need to work on your comebacks because these are elementary and that is higher than you deserve. All right. So he's like, you're a freaking moron, dude. Like, seriously, it's you. Yeah. Like, dude, it's you. Ariana, you gonna let her call me a moron? Ariana's like, yeah, I'm gonna let her call you a fucking moron because that's how you're acting, Tom. You're that. If you say I'm that, I say you're that. It's you. Okay. Oh my goodness. So Lala's just like, I'm not having it today. The Utah GUNSs are coming out. She's like, boom, boom, the finger gun. She's like, ding, ding, ding. She's like, I like that boom, boom, pow. I'm from Utah now. Don't even come to me, Sandy. I'm going to push you in a panty. I don't know. She's just, it's Lala. She is ready. And then Tom says Lala pulled out her IUD as soon as Stassi got pregnant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just because you've been in a lot of undeserved vagina doesn't mean you get to speak about the vagina this way, Tom. So Tom makes a claim about Lala's, about how she did her baby making. He said, as soon as you found out Stassi's pregnant, you pulled your IUD out. The day you found out Stassi was pregnant. Listen, Tom, I know what you're trying to say here, but you can't just reach in your baby door and pull out an IUD, okay? Pretty sure you got to have a doctor pull that out, and I'm pretty sure it's painful. And sometimes it absorbs into something else, just like sometimes you can eat your twin in the womb, allegedly. Not that I did, but also not that I didn't, okay? And he's just like, yeah, you pulled it. You don't know. And you probably don't even wear the condoms, all right? This dude is, And Lala was pissed. She was pissed. She went on her Insta today and she was like, don't you talk about the conception of my daughter. She was raised, or not raised, she was conceived with love and respect. I mean, even though, Randall sucks balls at the time, it was good. And she was the best thing that ever happened to me. So don't you come for me unless you want to get stabbed. That's what she was just. She had a New York Yankees hat on. She was like, She was not having it. She was all power and eyebrows. She was like, Shout out to Yellow Jackets. Yeah. Seriously, such a good show. Such a good show. Yeah, pretty sure you need a doctor's appointment, Tom. You don't understand anything. Tom, you've probably been putting it in the wrong hole all these years. I don't know how that's possible, but somehow I bet you think you've had sex with people you haven't even had sex with yet. I bet you sometimes it's not even a people. It's that whole thing that Jax Taylor talked about. All right. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Pop Psych is good too. Thank you, Susie. I'll have to go back and look at the chat later to make sure to get all this. Okay. Christine says his intelligence. It's Ed Beavis and Butthead. He's like, it's you. Lala. You're the one. Tom, you have to stop. Oh my God. So Lala is about, she's going to pop him. She's like, you're going to get popped. You want to get popped today? You want to get popped tomorrow? You want to pop now? You drink Diet Squirt, homie? That's not right. Lala is not happy. And I don't blame her. Why the frick are you talking about her, what she uses for contraception, what she did or didn't do to conceive her baby? How is that? Sir, you shouldn't have an opinion about anybody right now. Okay, you should just be, atoning for your sins. You should be, feeling bad and sorry, but he feels the opposite of that. Again, I'll never feel bad for this dude a day in my life. Yes, Nanya, if you love Nana, who's in the chat, shout out to my mom. Hit that like button. Nana has fun. Nana freaking sent me a super chat last live. Well, she didn't know how. So she hit me up on the Zelle. And I'm like, Nana, you don't have to pay me. I'm your daughter. Okay. And sometimes I put you to work here on the channel, but I appreciate it. I am not trying a squirt. I am Diet Coking. And I'm also Waterlooing. And I'm also essentiating. I have to have a plethora of beverages or I just don't feel right. Okay. Allegedly, Tom Sandy Butt is a squirter. Okay. He is a shower, not a grower, and he's a squirter. That's allegedly. This is all, alleged. Everything I'm saying is true, except for the parts that are false. Comedy, commentary. We have a good time over here. All right. So he's crying. He's crying like a big baby. He's like, meh. Lala pulled her IUD out. I really think Tom Sandy Butt and Tom Schwartz, they have like anger boners for Lala. They really do. They secretly are just lusting after her. They're gross. It's gross. Okay. So Tom, after he says that comment, Lala doesn't hear him. Lala's like, I'm so in her stories. She said, oh, he's lucky I didn't hear him. Oh, he's lucky. Today is not the day, and I am not the one. You want to get popped? Okay. And he had a diet squirt, and a diet squirt, no less. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't wait till his balls drop. Actually, I hope they don't. Anywho, James is a nervous peer, you guys. We get that little information. Now, I will say it's strange. Okay. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I'm enjoying James, but I have questions because I'm always going to have questions. Okay. It's a lot of getting up. How much pee is what's going on in the bathroom, James? What's happening? What's going on over there? What's happening? For real. For real. For real. I need to know. Luckily, we're very distracted by the Scandoval of it all, but it's a lot of getting up. It's a lot of running to the bathroom. Okay. So we'll leave that there, but something's happening in the bathroom. So he gets up again and the producers are like, bro, you okay? And he's like, I just get nervous and I get angry when I listen to Tom. God, and it makes me have to go pee. I gotta pee. He just has to pee. Like maybe he's got a UTI, because I've had a UTI before, and it's like you feel like you gotta go. Maybe he took his azo, but he didn't get his antibiotic yet. But something's going on, so you got to get your urethra checked, or something's happening in that bathroom. Okay, because could be vaping, Blondie. That could be. There's something's going on in there. Something's. We're getting a little, giving him something he can feel. Something's happening. All right. BK says it happens. So, all right. We'll leave that there, but he got to go pee-pee. And then James returns and he's like, Andy, I'm sorry. Lisa, I'm sorry. And Andy says, just sit in your fucking chair. Okay. I'm Andy Cohen. I want to get home. Okay. I got dinner plans with Anderson Cooper. All right. Lucy and Ben are with the nannies. I'd like to get back to them. I don't want to be here all day. All right. The Toms aren't even looking as attractive as they normally do to me, Andy Cohen, anymore. So I want to go. I want to go. Andy asked Lala, then we get this segment about Randall, the Randall of it all. And if you guys haven't watched, I always say it, but the Hulu episode about Randall Emmett, watch it. I always knew he was gross. You're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but sometimes you can. Okay. I will tell you, sometimes that rule does not apply. And in this case, I looked at this man, I heard his 90-Day Fiance raspy voice, and I was just like, no, I saw him on a cordless phone in an old picture with him wearing a Jack hat, the movie that Robin Williams was in, like before Lala was even born. I just saw this dorktastic man who is just a try-hard, wannabe, money spreader perv who, what are you doing with these kids? What are you going to do? What are you doing with these kids? What's happening? Why are you here? And I knew it. I just always thought it was gross. I always thought he was gross. I never liked the Randall of it all. But here we are, okay? So Lala gets asked about the Randall situation. Andy Cohen asks her, when's the last time she spoke to Randall? Or has she spoken to Randall? And she says, I haven't spoken to Randall. Okay. The last time I spoke to him, he inseminated me. No, she's like, I haven't spoken to him. He dropped off the kids, our daughter, Ocean, once when the nanny was sick. And then I had to see him, but I just took our daughter and I went back in the car. And I was like, later, Gator, go find your neck because it's not here. And he left and she left. And she's like, I don't talk to that man. I try not to remember that man on top of me. I try not to remember that man behind me. I try to not remember that man. I do not know that man. Lala, I am. Like she don't know him no more, So Lala, she says that they talk about the LA Times article, which if you haven't read that, this dude is GROSS, justice for Bruce Willis, for real. Randall, she also told us Randall's spokesperson was Harvey Weinstein's spokesperson. Oh my God. Yuck. Just all the yucks. Get rid of these men. And you know what? Harvey Weinstein has a face of a perv too. They come in these faces. I'm telling you. Look at that man's face. It tells me everything I need to know about him. Stay far, far away. But sometimes these men unfortunately have power. And sometimes they're gatekeepers. And sometimes they can fool you. I don't know. It's yuck. Ugh. Okay. So Mini Harvey Weinstein, they talk about how she met Randall. And people are confused. Lisa's like, oh, I thought you met him at an audition. Because Lisa wants to remove, I'm sure, Sir from the story of how Lala met Randall. Oh, not at my establishment. No, no. You were at an audition where you had to spread your legs or something. No, no, that's not it. Okay. Okay. And Lala's like, no, dude, I met him here at the Sir. Not here, but you know what I mean, at your restaurant. And when we've heard this story from Lala a million times, I don't know why anyone's confused about where she met Randall, but she's always said at Sir, he came in, he sent his assistant, who he doesn't pay, allegedly, according to the Randall Emmett documentaries on Hulu, people who he makes them pay out of pocket for his things when they're his assistant, justice for them. And he went up to her and then asked her to audition for something, and she did, and then she got the part. And I love Lala, okay? I do. But okay, so we got to have a hard conversation because I enjoy her. I do. I very much enjoy her. I've had my criticisms about Lala. I have my criticisms about everybody. It's a viewer of the show, okay? But when Lala tried to tell us that she was from Utah and she didn't know Hollywood works that way, we don't need all that, Lala. We get it. You got with a problematic dude. It happens. Oh my God. But you weren't fresh off the Utah ski hill. You know, you were already in LA. We remember your early seasons. You know, Katie and them were hating on you because I think she had her picture on like a boat, or she had like her ass out or something. You had some kind of sexy picture on Instagram. Okay. And that's okay. Yes. And nobody has sex with a Randall. No hot girl like Lala has any relationship with a Randall unless there's opportunity that follows. Money, job, something. It's okay. That's how we talk about it. That's Hollywood is a transactional place where these transactional relationships exist. And for some reason, for women and men, it's a lot of times the grosser, older, richer man gets the hottest, youngest women. Okay. Sometimes who are like newly women. Okay. And it's gross, but it's the Erica Jane of it all. You know, it's the Tom Girardi of it all. It's a tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. And we know this, and that's okay. And your story is still valid. Your voice is still important. But do I think that these kind of men take advantage of women who are as young as Lala was when she met Randall? For sure, 100%. But to be like, I didn't think this stuff, Hollywood worked like this. James Locke, I knew Hollywood worked like this when I was 8. I was getting ready. I was like, I can't wait till I'm 21. I'm going to go sleep with a woman named Kristen Doty to get on the show. And if not, I'm going to go be roommates with her annoying ex-boyfriend, Tom Sandybutt. So I feel like she could do a little less of this kind of, because then she also in some interview I saw posted, she said, oh, no, I really thought I was getting the acting jobs because of my talent. And then I learned it was just for like blowjobs or sex. And I'm like, okay. Here's my thing. I'm just going to say it. There was a whole campaign Lala had on the show, and it was fine. She was like owning it. And that was her. You know, that was fine. Where she said, BJ's for PJs. Remember that? That was, and then remember when Randall and her were like breaking up, and she was like, he took back my Gucci slides, and I was like, whatever. I can go S another D. I can go find those around that, like, you know, Fofty, please Fofty, don't hurt him. You know, Money by Monday, Randall, around that time. And so we remember that. We remember that she was like, I can go, there's lots of rich men. I just do less of that, because I think it invalidates your story. Or it doesn't invalidate. I shouldn't say that. It makes other people think it's not valid. I think it's valid. I think guys like Randall Emmett suck. They suck balls. All right. They're the worst kind of people. I hate them. But this, like, I just came, you know, Laura Ingalls' Little House on the Prairie type. I had no idea that Hollywood has transactional relationships, sex for success. I didn't know. It's okay. I get it. But it's like, you know, we put on a blazer and the story changes, and I love you. You know, You're great. You're doing a great job. Keep fighting the good fight, but it's cool. Vanessa, thank you so much for the super chat. You're amazing. I love your content. And Nana, of course, thank you for always delivering. Too bad I won't be in town for your June 15th show. Oh, I know. I would love it if you were, but thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Yes, AJ, I've done more for less. Can't change history now. We've all had some kind of transaction. Maybe not all of us got a Range Rover after the first time having sex, but you know, sometimes people give stuff, and that's on them, you know. But just own it, as the housewives, you know, as Lisa Rinna would say, just own it, own it, own it, own it, own it, own it. Sex for success, yeah. It was a bit much. Just a little bit much. Just a little bit much. But that's okay. That's okay. Thank you, Lo Rose. I appreciate that. Yeah, she was young. She was drinking. She's sober now. She's older. She's a mom. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. She made a great point saying, now I'm like 30,000 feet or something. I can see everything. And I see that if something's too good to be true, it's because it is too good to be true. And that is true. And that's a great lesson. It does take us all a while to learn that. So it's totally understanding, but I just feel like she's doing the most right now. And it's probably because she's trying to combat the slut shaming that comes at her. So I get it, but you're not helping your cause. Okay. All right. So Lala, she then, oh my goodness. All right. So James knew Hollywood. We talked about that. Work that way. Lisa calls him out for sleeping with Kristen to get on the show. Lisa's like, you slept with Kristen to get on the show. He's like, Lisa, you should thank me. I've had my own storyline. And it's like, James, you're doing the most too, because you did say you were going to get on the show. They put the receipts either way. Either you were going to sleep with Kristen or you're going to move in with Tom. Somehow you're getting on that show. And that's okay. We expect that. All of you are fame whores. We expect that. All of you are fame hungry, or you wouldn't be on a show like this. So it's okay. Yes. Oh my God, I love it. Metal straws for life. And then this one too. They should give me a sponsorship. For real, money. All right. Metal straws are where it's at, though. You got to save them damn turtles, because them straws be getting in the turtles. Leave the turtles alone. I don't even F with turtles like that, but I don't want to see them get hurt. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. Anyone else notice in Rachel's one-on-one, she said it didn't get romantic until July? No. In the Peacock Extended, are we talking about, Jennifer? What? What? Really? Oh my, not till July. These people have been effing since conception. Speaking about, talk about pulling out your IUD. Oh my gosh, it's definitely turtle time. I think Lisa, Andy, and Scandoval did Sheena dirty with the restraining order issue. They did. They kind of threw that upon her, and it was to get a reaction, obviously save it for the reunion. So, thank you, Jody. No woman as lovely as Lala sleeps with a creepy 8-man like Randall for love. We all saw right through that relationship. I like Lala, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're all young. We all drink too much and we all do stupid stuff. All right. So it's okay. But we can't be rewriting the history of it all. Because then it gives Sandy Butt a way to be like, no, dude. And it's like, just be quiet, you. You shut up. You go pay your mom back. You go do some chores. You do $250,000 worth of chores in St. Louis until your mom feels fulfilled. All right? Jesus. Get her a vaginal rejuvenation. I'm sure he was a hefty hefter. I don't know what is going on with my silliness tonight, but I'm here for it. All right. So, Lala, she says, I saw red flags everywhere. And, but she is now 4.5 years sober, which shout out to Lala. Put your clappies in the chat, or one of your lean team emojis if you're a YouTube member, in the chat for Lala, because that's amazing. All right. 4.5 years is a big accomplishment. Then we have lunch break. All right. And lunch break was lit. Okay. This lunch was fun for all, except for Rachel and Tom. So that was fun for all. Lala right away is like, Katie, am I out of pocket? Like, every time this man opens his mouth, like, I want to pounce him. And Katie's like, no, I just want to go home eventually. I don't want to live here for the rest of my damn life. Lala's like, yeah. Ariana takes off her, revenge dress. And Lisa's like, what are you doing? Where's your dress? What do you, and Ariana's like, I can't eat with my titties out. I can't, I got to get my titties taped later. I got to let my areolas breathe. I agree. When I'm eating, I love to eat in sweats. I love something that expands. I get they're just probably eating salads, all of them, but I would be like, pounding a Chipotle burrito or something. So I would need sweats. Also, maybe Ariana got a little sponsorship deal with that 1-800-BOYS-LIE merch, which is super cute. So, or with that company, I shouldn't say merch. And so she promised she would wear that, and they probably paid her, and good for her. And it was super cute, and it was so perfect for the time. So they're all, they're getting ready to go eat, and Sandy Butt has to go put on his gothic uniform. He's like, I gotta go, guys. Dude, seriously, I gotta smoke a cigarette. I gotta find Rachel Raquel. So he's on the hunt for red Rachel Raquel. All right. And he's looking, he puts the dressed in all black, like the Omen. He puts on his goth gear, and he heads out, and he is just head to toe, I should say, dressed in all black.
Dressed in all black like the Omen.
And he finds Rachel Raquel, and guess what? She changed too. She got a bodysuit on with black pants, and they flare. He's got his lifty shoes on so he can pretend he has height to him. And it was just a lot. I get it. Maybe, you took off this outfit to put on, maybe you don't want to smell like cigarettes because there's been a lot of talk about how you stink. I mean, I didn't start that rumor, but word on the curb is you reek, bro. Like, eureka, bro. Ew. Okay. That's your problem, not mine. So he's, puffing, drinking a Diet Coke because he couldn't find a squirt. And he goes in, he's like, hey, Rachel. Like, dude, what's going on? And Rachel's like, hi, Tom. Yeah, like this is so because she's watching from the trailer, remember? Rachel's just like, hi, Tom. So what's going on? He's like, dude, like, seriously, oh my god, it's like the worst, okay? Like, he doesn't realize that she has a TV in her trailer and she can see everything that's going on. So Tom's giving her the damn play-by-play. Schwartz is doing push-ups because the Xanax hasn't hit yet. So the Addies or whatever these kids are on have hit, and he's doing push-ups. Okay, Schwartz, now's the time to get in shape. Cool story, bro, because there's not a Coors Light around. So he's going to work on his core. So Sandy Butt in his goth gear is like, good to see you. You look good. And then they hug, and she's like, thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. I just wanted to give vibes like a saguaro cactus, like from home. So I put one in my pants. And he's like, that's amazing. He's like, you look good. They huggy hug. They have a little talk. And he's like, oh, like, dude, like, James is just, he's like out of control. Okay, dude, seriously. Like, he's like, oh, he blinked. Oh, look at him. He blinked. Oh, over there. And she's like, I saw everything. He's like, yeah, Sheena. She's just like kissing Kay's ass because she like, dude, she wants to like, oh, God, it's like, she's like, it's not good enough that she has Ariana. She wants to like get in good with the rest of the crew. Ugh. And like Lala, she doesn't even care about us. Like, she didn't give 2 fucks about us, bro. Rachel's like, yeah, you're right. She doesn't. Lala is like the worst. She is so bad. She's like the worst. This Lala is like a mistress slut whore. Yeah, she gives like mistress vibes. And now that I'm a mistress, I understand the vibes that Lala gives, right? And Tom's like, yeah, she sucks, dude. She freaking sucks. Thank you, Jennifer, for the super chat. Yes, she said it didn't get romantic until the Vegas trip, which was July. Sounds like it was a physical before then to me. Well, nobody... Leslie, let's not pretend she's making any sense because she does that pendulum comment. So then they go on to say, she's like, yeah, I'm watching it and everyone's really mad. You would think like we had sex for like damn near a year or something without telling them. We did, but this is the only time we've lied. So he's like, they're trying to make us all, dude, like to be freaking habitual liars. Like, what the hell? Like, we're just like the worst people ever. Just like, yeah, we're not. Right? Right? We're not. She's asking him basically, like, are we bad? Yes, you're very bad. You're bad. You're very, very bad. What you did was real bad. It's bad. Okay. That's all we can say. And she's like, oh, I know I'm not a pathological liar, right? I mean, we've only lied about the affair and the setup, how we were planning the narration. What is the time? Oh, it's a narrative. Thank you. A narrative about Ariana to smear her. So they're just talking. It's like, yeah, we're not even bad. We're just like good people. Ugh. Then the rest of the cast is at lunch. And they are just having a little kiki, eating their salads. And they talk about Little Miss Homewrecker, Rachel Raquel. And they're like, oh, well, listen, when Rachel Raquel starts acting and demanding things from a relationship, then she won't be so cool anymore. All right. And Ariana says she won't be cool and chill anymore. Babe, just like I wasn't cool and chill anymore. So now that you're just willing to drink and do shrooms with Tom, Sandy Bud, and listen to his shitty music and pretend he can sing, then he likes you. But once you start going, where is this relationship going? Is it going back to Tucson to see my mom that James called fat? And he's like, God, no, get off me. I got a tour. Oh, just follow me around. And be ready when I'm ready. Okay. Once my Cialis kicks it. Is Cialis a boner medicine? I feel like I don't know. Okay. So they're all talking. They're like, babe, you ain't going to be cool forever because eventually you're going to want to do girlfriend stuff and you're going to expect girlfriend things from him, relationship things. And then you're not going to be so cool and he'll just do to you what he did to me. Ariana's like, all right, babe. And Rachel's like, Tom, I'll be honest. I don't love how it's coming across about you and Ariana's intimacy. You guys' sex life? I don't love how that's going. Because we saw in part 1 of the reunion when Sheena was talking about, Ariana and Tom Sandy, but they were very intimate in January and they were doing it. They were freaking doing it. All right. Okay. Thank you, Care Bear. They were doing it. She's like, I don't love that. I just assumed if you were cheating on Ariana with me, you couldn't cheat on me with Ariana because it would cancel each other out. Just like how if I swung all the way over to cheat with you, you couldn't swing all the way over to cheat on me. That's like spatial relations, right? Tom's like, girl, I'm a cheater. But he doesn't say that, but he does with his face and his actions. That's what he does. Okay. Oh my goodness. So Rachel Raquel is just like, I'm just gonna, I just don't love that. It's like you guys were doing it, and all I knew is what you told me. And Tom, you told me that you guys weren't doing it. And so maybe Ariana didn't believe you wanted to break up with her because you didn't break up with her. That was her big revelation that she had. I'm like, oh my God. So Ariana probably thinks you wanted to stay in the relationship and you weren't going to break up with her because you didn't break up with her. Oh my gosh. Haley Hopes, thank you so much for the super chat. I went back and watched season 9 reunion. You could see Tom's mind start going as soon as James said they were splitting up. Oh yeah. Oh, with his creepy. He looked like freaking Howard Hughes, like a yucky, I collect my own pee kind of 1920s guy in the suit he wore that reunion and his little mustache. He was like, oh, I collect my pee in jars and I love it. That's what it looked like in that. But yeah, I agree with you. And his eyes literally bugged out. He's like, "Boom, boom," like whatever that cartoon sound effect would be, like, boom. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. 53 likes get to 300. Keep liking. Keep liking. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So then when Rachel Raquel's like, hey, buddy, I don't love this idea of you guys' intimacy and how intimate you guys were. I don't like that. And Tom's like, oh God, well, it's because of Ariana. Okay. Cause like, you understand, like, dude, seriously, Ariana was like, she would be like, okay, it was like, she would like dip out, but she was like, sometimes she'd be like, oh, like, don't wear that, like, ew, gross. Ugh. Ew. And then she like switched and then she was like, dude, like, wear whatever you want. Like, you're like really good at fashion, Tom. And I was like, thank you, Ariana. I am. Okay. And then she'd be like, you know what you're talking about. So you can pick whatever you want. I love your outfits. You're so stylish. You're like really cool. You could be like a style blogger, like hashtag style blogger on Insta. You know what I'm saying? And Finsta. Right? So Tom's reasoning for the intimacy he had with Ariana, his girlfriend, to his mistress, who was unhappy that he was still having intimacy with his girlfriend, because he was probably telling her, like, we never do it. Like, I haven't seen her vagina in so long. And plus, it's like old. She's like a 30-some-year-old vagina, which is like, yours is, it's getting up there, but it's not there yet. It's like 2 years from 30, which is way better. So, dude, I just do it with you. So she thought the mistress, that's cracked me up with the mistresses when they're like, but you're only supposed to be banging me. No, girl, he is banging everybody. You understand? You strayed from the lady that you have the commitment to. So he don't have a commitment to you. He just has, you guys' only contract is jizz. And jizz is a very breakable contract. It's very breakable. You don't own a home together. You ain't married. You don't got a girlfriend title. You just got a mistress. Okay. So your contract is jizz, which not solid. It's not a solid contract with that one. And so Tom's reasoning was, well, I mean, it's Ariana's fault that I had sex with her when I told you I wasn't having sex with her, because she was being mean to me, but then she started like being nice to me. And then she was like, your outfit looks nice. And then obviously I got a raid in the cager and I had to like let it out of my sequin pants, and we did it. So if she wouldn't have been so fucking nice to me, I would have banged her, dude. Seriously. God, but they had a deep connection. Yeah, it was deep, so deep, put her brain to sleep because she just stopped thinking. Rachel Raquel stopped thinking. She had no thoughts. Right. And Rachel's like, yeah, it's probably that bitch's fault. You're right, Tom. How Tom took that, his mistress upset that he was not truthful with her about his sex life with his girlfriend. And he spun that to it's his girlfriend who's cheating on's fault. It's Ariana's fault. And how he found a way to tie it into his stupid fashion and a compliment about him is next level narcissism, if he really wants to talk about who is the narcissist over here. Oh, those green sequin pants. I mean, they don't lie. That there's some issues going on there. All right. So, Tom, you're so good at fashion. Fudge. God. And then we had to have sex. And then Sandy Butt's like, yeah, I mean, God, we should have done this earlier. Because Rachel Raquel's like, like I said, she probably didn't think you were going to break up with her because you did that, right? And he's like, yeah, we probably should have done that earlier. Because remember, they were workshopping how to break up with Ariana. Tom was workshopping with his mistress and Ariana's friend how to break up with her. And she's like, you think? What are you laughing about? Why are you laughing? What is so damn funny? Are you at my comedy show? What's happening? Why are you laughing, Rachel Raquel? She's like, you think? I'm funny. Rachel did a funny. Oh my goodness. She is getting played so hard and it's ridiculous. Okay. So they both say it's rough. It's so rough for them. It's so rough being the cheaters and lying to people and not taking accountability. And they're like, God, I just didn't think people would be this hard on us. And she's like, right? I didn't either. He's like, Ariana's going to unleash on you, bro. She's going to freaking unleash on you because she's a bitch. She's a bitch who's mad at her friend who's cheating with her boyfriend. Like, who does that? She doesn't even like green sequins pants. She's like such a bitch. She's like, I know. She is going to unleash on me. But I brought Graham's leash. So when she unleashes, I'll swing all the way over here, but not too far. And I will combat her unleash with Graham's leash, who Ariana said is a very bad behaved dog on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Apparently, she said just like the owner, which I thought was so hurtful. If Lala wants to be upset about her baby, I can be upset about Graham. He's like my baby. Sometimes I try to just put him back up at my baby door and then scoot him out, but he doesn't like that because I want to feel what it's like to birth something too, Tom. But Lala says I can't unless I have a baby, but it's like I have a dog. That's like a baby. Right? Tom's like, oh, I don't know. Do you like my hair like this? Or do you like my hair like this? Do you like my hair like this? Or do you like my hair like this? I mean, these two are just a friggin' joke. They're such a joke, all right? So Rachel is like, it sucks because my entire character is in question now. Like, why? Because I fucked my best friend's boyfriend for 7 months to 2 years? Who makes these rules? When I was in the pageants, they never had rules like this. It was like, don't have sex with Donald Trump unless he asks you to. And also, what was the other? I think that was the only rule. Oh, and if you're in the dressing room and he comes in, pretend he's not there. This is just 2 rules. It's really easy. It's very, very easy. Okay. So she is just, oh, Rachel. Oh, Rachel. Oh, Rachel. And she's like, I just think it's not fair that my character is called into question, like my entire character. And I went through a transitional period this summer, a phase. I had my period too, because Tom was worried I'd stop getting my period, and I was trying to, but I still got it. And Tom checked it because when I got my period, Tom gets his period. It's a myriad when you're a boy. And so we free bleed together. Okay, that was a little too far. That was a little too far, Jolene, but still, it's okay. Normalize talks about menstruation. And Rachel was saying she went through a transitional phase in her life this summer, and she thinks the pendulum swang too far away, the other way. And this is her wake-up call. So she was supposed to transition just to here, but it went over here. And it was too far, too soon, too much. So I was like, I want it here. And it went, and it swang right inside my vagina. That's what I call Tom's dick, the pendulum. It swang really far into my vagina. Just too far sometimes. But it's not even that big. But he just says, it's really far in there, isn't it? I think I can't really feel it, but I think it's in there. I think. Oh my goodness. And so the transitional phase this summer, blame the transitional phase. And Sandy Butt says, I believe in you. Dude, like seriously, like, I believe in you. And she goes, I know you to do it, Tom. But Lala doesn't. Lala is a bitch. And then they hug and he leaves. And we're like, ugh, meh, gosh. Oh my God. I mean, she's a pendulum now. Great. She's just using analogies she does not understand. Then back to lunch, the rest of the cast is talking. They're talking about Sheena and what she has to do when Rachel comes. She has to go to her own trailer that's 100 yards away due to the temporary restraining order that Rachel has against Sheena. And they're just like, well, you better come back because she's not doing a toast with us. Because, at the end, they all toast, cheers that season and hopefully welcome a new season. And Lala says, if they want us to toast with her, we will leave. She will get popped and we will run. Okay? Run, baby, run. L7 Wiener, like not doing it. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Jill Christine. Appreciate you so much. So they refused to cheers. And then we have the epic Sandy Butt meltdown. This was, oh my God. Peacock, I know you watch. You're a big fan. What's up, Peacock? Please, dear Lord Peacock, have an extended scene of Tom Sandoval dressed in all black like the Omen, just got off work at Hot Topic, pissed his mom set his curfew for 11 when he normally stays out till midnight. And he wants to hang out with the girl from school who can't read. And he's really mad about it because he's going to teach her literacy, how to read this dick. And yes, I want an extended scene of him freaking out, you guys, because it was magic. Okay. You can hear magic and you know you're the one that can put out the fire. You know darn well when you cast your spell. I don't know why I'm singing this old ass song, but it's so good. Magic. Emo Sandy Butt. He was just so goth. He's like, okay, we need a break. I need a break. I deserve a break. All of a sudden, Tom became a Teamster. Tom turned into Mr. Labor Union. Mr. Woke Tom was like, I deserve a break. By law, it is my right. Like, dude, like to have like a break. Like, yeah. Sir, the skinny jean producer was like, yes, Tom. Yes, you do get a break. It's called lunch. There's food. Go eat. You have to have more than Diet Coke and cigarettes and Rachel's vagina, and then you won't be so hangry. All right? He's like, oh, good. He's like, we're filming everyone else while they eat because they're eating together. But if you eat by yourself, there's your break. But if you're with someone from the cast and we're doing filming, then guess what? You're going to get filmed. He's like, God, it's not fair. God, it's like, God, next you're going to ask me to make my bed, bitch. Sorry. That's why I talked to my mom. Next, you're going to ask me to pay back your $250K. God. He spills his Diet Coke. Rachel Raquel, such a, not a poetic moment, but it was just, you know, it's so much foreshadowing for your future, Rachel. You're going to be cleaning up after this traffic stop of a man for the rest of your life if you stay. I mean, well, he'll cheat on you, but he already has. Let's be real. He cheated on you technically with his girlfriend, according to you. So, anywho, you'll be picking up. So she picks up the Diet Coke. He's like, God, and he's really, really mad. Really, very mad. He's like, go and break. I'm in a very delicate position right now. What? Sir, you have even know a delicate position. Every month, I am in a delicate position for 3 to 5 days, and it hurts like hell, and I did nothing to deserve it but be born. You created this mess, okay? You're acting like you got your period. Okay, I can do better on my period on the first day, all right? Delicate position. This, again, just like Ariana said, this shit did not just happen to you. You fucking did it. You did it, bro. Like, what are you even talking about? Oh my God. Nothing happened. You did it.
Nothing happened. You did it.
You did it. You did it. It's you. Hi, you're the problem. It's you. It's you. He's acting as like, oh, I'm in a very delicate position right now. Poor skinny jeans, man. I mean, this man's jeans they look good, sir. Your body's on point. Okay. You're LA. Even the producers got to look good in LA. You can't just be showing up. You got to be at the gym working on your fitness. He's like, Tom, seriously. I don't work this hard at the gym and wear these tight of jeans for you to disrespect me like this. Granted, it's some camera time, which I enjoy. I'm going to put it on my IMDb, but for real though. He's like, oh, I'm in a very delicate position. And then they have to kind of pull the cameras back. He's like, just let us fucking talk to each other. Dude, seriously. I can't even do this anymore. I need a break. Me and Rachel Raquel gotta have a break. We gotta have a break. He's like a character on South Park. He's like Cartman. I need a break. He's very, very mad. All right. And he's like, oh, can we get like a for real break? Like where we're not filmed? And the person's like, I understand. You don't want to be filmed. Go eat some food. Go. He's like, no, we need a break, man. Dude, we legally have the right to have a break. Okay, I'll break your fucking face tonight. Like he is like Limp Bizkit at this moment. All right. It's like, dude, no, man, I'm going to go F and lift. I'm going to go lift. I swear to God. Really? Because you couldn't get a lift when you were supposed to be home to help Ariana when her grandmother died, and she called you and you were like, that drummer guy from my band, he left, even though Lala's like, no, he didn't. And then you said you were taking a shit. But now you're about to call a Lyft. Okay, I guess it wasn't a very busy day in LA for Lyfts. So he threatens to leave. He's like, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. He has a temper tantrum, a toddler temper tantrum. And that is freaking an insult to toddlers, because I have seen way better temper tantrums by a toddler. This man can't put his words together. He can't put the notes together when he's singing. He can't put anything together. He can't even get his cheating together. All right. So then he's still, oh God, I need a break from filming. He screams again. Okay. Rachel's just like, that's my man. That's what I gave up my whole life for. That's why I have no friends, and America hates me, and Italy hates me, and the whole country of Sudan hates me. Where else does this show play, Tom? Probably somewhere where Lala has fans. Lala. This is what you gave it all up for, Rachel. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I'm in a very delicate position. Ugh. God. Okay. And then he's like, dude, I don't feel relaxed. She doesn't either. Okay. I know when she's relaxed. Okay. I can feel it in her vagina. She's not relaxed. She's tightening up. Okay. I don't need that. God. Ugh. She doesn't feel relaxed. We want to talk. We need to talk to each other. I want to talk to her. Look, I don't want that. I'm in a very delicate position. This needs, and the producer's like, just take a beat, bro. Just take a beat. What are you? 52, 61, 65, about to collect Social Security? What are you now? He's like, I'm 39 allegedly, 40. No, 41. I don't know. Jack's is an old fuck, not me. And he's like, this needs a beat. And he's yelling. And it's just so fun. I love seeing Tom like this. It's just showing us exactly who this man is. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Rachel, this your man? Is this your man crying over the spilled Diet Coke? Is this your man who needs a break? But he don't even know if he union. He doesn't understand how his own job works. Is this your man? Rachel, your man's going to need a diaper change. He wants to dip out. Coffee buzz. He's like, I don't dip out. Your man needs a diaper change. He got a wet bottom. He got a diaper rash, Rachel. You got to change him. Can you imagine? Remember, Rachel's father hated James. Can you imagine when he thinks of Scandoval now? Oh my gosh. He can't even get his lives together. I don't feel relaxed. So you're not supposed to feel relaxed. You were just in a huge cheating scandal that went international, and you continue to act like a jackass after the fact. Relaxed isn't in your vocabulary for a while. It shouldn't be. Okay? He's like, I need some Molly. I need some mushrooms. I need something. Oh, so good. It was so good. This is who this person is. This is a personality. This is a pattern of behavior. This is who this person is. They're not going to let you demic. Like, we want to hear everything you two say. You two have had so much time to sneak around. You've had all the time to be sneaky and talk to each other in private while Ariana's sleeping and you're allegedly doing it in the house she pays a mortgage on. You had enough alone time. And you could tell in their conversation in the trailer that they just were like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm like, this motherfucker is going to be back. He is going to be back, because there is no way he's just going to walk away. It's like, don't walk away, Tom. He came right back. He's like, oh, God. Just straighten out his little mustache, his little guy mustache. So this could last longer. Peacock, I hope you have an uncensored version of how long it was, because I saw them sitting on the ground together. How many cigarettes did he smoke in that time? How long was lunch? Let's just get a special lunch episode. Tom's lazy lunch. Tom's just freaking out over lunch. Tom and Raquel, can you imagine? She's like, what's wrong, Tom? Is it Lala? She's such a bitch. He's like, it's not Lala, dude. Well, it is, but it's like, God. Just like, I just want to talk to you and get our story straight, dude. Because, like, I don't want you going in there, saying that We need to get our story straight. So don't say it, okay? I don't say that. Andy Cohen enters. Rachel Raquel, hi, I'm going to have a sit-down interview with you. What have you and Tom been talking about? We've been just trying to get our stories together. You know, it was just like we told the public that we weren't talking to each other when they did that interview, when they caught me outside the nail salon. I'm just going to keep doing this. I don't know what the bunny ears mean, but I like doing that. It feels good. So when I talked to them, I said, I haven't seen Tom. We're taking time for ourselves, but we weren't. We've been talking every day about what we're going to do because he's coaching me on what I should say. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but I don't like public speaking. Last time, James had to literally say the words and then I repeated it when I gave our engagement speech. He was like, hello, everybody. Welcome to my engagement. Hello, everybody. Welcome, line, to my engagement. To my engagement. What? Engagement. Engagement. Okay, what's next, James? James Kennedy has a huge cock. James Kennedy has a huge cock. My dad looks mad. Who cares? See you next Tuesday. My dad is a see you next Tuesday. I wasn't supposed to say that part. Sorry, Dad. Sorry. Yeah, we need a lip reader for the after school lunch special. For real. Diane agreed. We really do. I need to see all of the behind the scenes of that. I want to watch that the rest of my life. I want to watch it. I want to watch him crying, peeing his little gothic outfit, chain smoking cigarettes, spilling Diet Coke, I remember my first period. Like it was traumatic. Thank you, treasure hustler. So then, unfortunately, we have to go back into the reunion, but I feel like they could have had that whole thing out in the parking lot. Could have had everybody just a free-for-all, just Tom Sandoval in his gothic Hot Topic outfit, just like, God, I have a shift tomorrow. It sucks, bro. I just want to do shrooms and have sex with people I'm not supposed to. God, I don't want to have to sell freaking t-shirts at Hot Topic. Fuck. God, life is hard. So we go back into the reunion and Allie joins. Allie Belly is there and she looks adorable. And they start asking questions about the relationship and how she met James. She met James at a Sandy Butt concert. And we know this because Zachary from Zachary Reality, who came over here, is best friends with her. Him and I did a live. In case you missed it, you can find it under my live streams. It's probably like a month ago now. But he said that they went to the Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras concert, and that's where she met James. All right. So she said she had never really seen Vanderpump until COVID. She did like a deep dive, or not deep dive, but she did a little watch of the Bravo. And Andy asked if, has James' previous behavior, like, is that set off any, red flags, or worry you at all? And then Sandy Butt is just like rolling his eyes, like this episode or this part of the reunion, it was a lot of Sandoval questioning people and rolling his eyes. It's like, sir, you do not get to judge anybody right now. You are in the shitter. Okay. Have you ever seen a porta potty judge a mansion? You can't do that. You just can't. Or a flushable toilet, even. We don't have to go to mansion. Have you ever seen a porta potty judge a flushable toilet? You haven't. You haven't. Because they know to stay in their lane. They know that their shit stinks. So they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. But you, sir, you missed that memo. So Allie just says, she met James and but in person it's different. He's lovely. And that's true. I mean, it's a show. Except for Sandy Butt. He sucks balls. But yeah, she says, no, James is lovely. James said, I was over Rachel Raquel, because they're like, oh, James, you met Allie 6 weeks after you broke off your engagement with Rachel Raquel. was that enough time to be over her? He's like, yo, yeah, I was over it. I gotta pee. I think he probably has to pee right now. James just looks very uncomfortable, especially during part 2 of this reunion. And so Lisa's like, oh, Allie's so good for James. She's so good. She's so good. Oh, yes, Melissa, thank you so much for the super chat. Sandoval's a liar. Sandoval's a liar. Sandoval's a liar. Sandoval's a liar. True, true, true. So true. Love it. I got to get that in my little soundboard, my little clips here. So they are just talking about, you know, James and Allie. Lisa loves Allie. And then they talk about how James cries a lot when he sees Lisa. She's like, oh, James, you do cry. He's like, well, I'm an emotional guy. And I just, you know, I'm different now. That was like when I was 21. Lisa's like, no. He's like, that was like 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, yes, that I would start crying when I'd see Lisa. And she's like, that wasn't 10 years ago. That was yesterday. And he's like, yeah, whatever. He was like, yeah, sure. That was James. He just like pushes it off. James, he's talking very fast. He's leaving. He wants to fight Sandoval. You know, he's got Ariana's back. He's a lot of places. All right. And he's like, yeah, that was whatever. Sure, whatever. And Lisa's like, no, that's every year. Every year you see me and you cry. You bawl your eyes out and you go into the fetal position. You said, please, Lisa, let me DJ at your restaurant. And I say, let me think about it, James. Don't fuck it up, and I let you do it again. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for the super chat. And I thought that part was funny. James said awful things to Rachel's parents. So we talk about that. Rachael's parents. Apparently James was like, your dad's just mad because your mom is a fat. See you next Tuesday. And they're like, Allie, how do you feel about that? Like, she's going to go, I feel great. I love that I have a boyfriend who says these sort of things on TV about someone's mom. But Allie, she's pretty great. She's just like, I don't think anyone should say the word fat. And I'm like, oh my God. Allie's generation is magic. I agree. I don't think anyone should call anyone fat. I love that. And she was so genuine about that too. Like, I truly believe now I've been tricked before by the Rachel Raquels, but she's giving me different vibes. She doesn't give me Rachel Raquel at all. She gives me like her own thing. And the more we get to know her and her integrity and stuff, I think, we don't know a bunch yet, but what I do see, I love. And I love that she says, I just don't think anyone should say fat. Thank you. I'm like, oh, I love this generation that has a name for it. Like, fat shaming. My generation, I was like, no. If someone said you fat shame me, they go, I did, and I'll do it again. We didn't have names like that for stuff. It's like awesome that, and in all honesty, it's awesome that they do now. But she's like, I don't think you should say fat. Well, James says it a lot. He says it a lot, but he's working on it, I think. I don't know. But Sandoval says that he whispers to Tom Schwartz, and he goes, that's what he said about my mom when he first texted me. James called my mom fat. I'm like, okay, first of all, not right. If he did that, super wrong. But also, you need to worry about paying your mom back. Okay. I'm sure your mom would rather be called fat than have someone steal $250,000 from her. I know I would rather be called fat than have someone take my retirement. That's just me though. And I am in an older generation. I get it, but I would much rather be called fat than be robbed. And put it in the chat. Would you rather be called fat or get robbed? I'd rather be fat. Okay. Rosemary, thank you so much for the super sticker. Tanya, thank you for the super sticker as well. It's a super sticker train. Oh my God, this is so fun. Producer Linda, love me some producer Linda with the super sticker. Treasure Hustlers, thank you guys. That was so fun. Oh, is that a real thing? A super sticker train? I have never, ever seen that before, but it really was a lot of fun. Okay, so Allie's like, yeah, I didn't love that. That's not what I wanted. And James like, yeah, but there's yes, thank you. Yes, I love that too. That Allie refuses to wear James's shame. Yes, why should she have to? She wasn't even with him when he said that shit. She wouldn't do that. I mean, come on. But it's like, of course, they're going to put it on the young woman. Like, you better answer for him. Like, no, he answers for him. I don't answer for him. I tell him that's not acceptable when he's with me. That's what I tell him. So if he does that around me, that's not acceptable. But I love how you worded that, Diane. Alex, thank you for the super sticker. Choo, choo. I don't know why I'm just doing this. Choo, choo. How fun. So yeah, Allie's like, not doing it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. She is like George Bush with it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Chicken Head coming in with another super sticker. Thank you. So James is like, well, I mean, yes, did I call him motherfucker? Yeah. Do I regret it? Of course I do. I do. But her mom, when she talks, she makes me feel like I have to pee. And I don't like to pee. So I wanted to insult her. Okay. But here's the real tea. You want the real tea, Andy? Her mom is talking about my dick at dinner. It's a dick dinner. What is that? It's dick dinner. All the time talking about my dick. Andy's like, why is her mom talking about your dick? Bro, she's talking about my dick. And I sound Australian right now. My dick. He's like, because she's like, oh, you circumcised, you're not circumcised. What's it like being circumcised? What's it like having such a fat cock? Like, she's talking about my dick at dinner. And then Grandma Bottoms is across there. And I'm like, hey, Grandma Bottoms. And Grandma Bottoms is like, let me see your dick. And everyone, all the women in Rachel Raquel's family want it on this dick. And that's why I had to tell them, don't get off my dick. Okay. So apparently Rachel Raquel's mom talked about James Kennedy's dick. And Rachel Raquel, I didn't see her dispute it. You know, we got some faces from Rachel Raquel like this. I guess if this is an emotion, that is what it was. She was like, I can't remember if it was circumcised. I also can't remember what circumcised is. I can't remember. Is circumcised like the circle of life? The circumference? I don't know. I don't know. I know that James's Sweener had a jacket. There was like a little jacket, and it was like one of those water toys, and you go like this, and it just kept moving. It was just like a trick. I used to call his dick the carnival because it reminded me of like a carnival toy. You know, it was like a trick. I never knew where it started and where it ended. But it did accessorize well. That's what I know about James's dick. Okay? So there's a lot of dinner dick talk. Thank you, Jennifer, for the super sticker. Oh, Treasure Hustlers. Thank you for the super stickers, 2 in a row. And Susan Pallison, thank you so much. Choo. This freaking super sticker train is so fun. I have never heard of this in my life. It's so fun. Is there HC says she probably thought, who is circumcised? Is that like one of those guys from Harry Potter who likes the nighttime, so he gets knighted, and then you have to call him a sir? Is it because we work at sir? I was, as Lala probably knows, and she won't tell me because she's mistress vibes. Probably Lala. God. Oh, yeah. A lot of dinner dick talk. So James is just like, she's talking about my dick. So I had to say something, but I won't do it again. All righty. Then let's see. Rachel's mom, the dick talk. Allie's worried. Allie's not worried about Rachel. Allie's like, I don't think James likes Rachel. I'm not worried about Rachel. But what I am worried about is why Rachel was telling stories about what happened at the Canyon Club when this altercation that allegedly happened, nobody saw except for me and James and the security. But she's out there saying, oh, James got kicked out because he yelled at Allie and they were screaming. She's like, we weren't in a screaming match. But I don't understand why Rachel is in charge of the narration of that night when she didn't even see it. And I was like, yes, Allie, drag her with facts. Okay. Thank you, Chicken Head, for the super sticker. Oh, it's a train. Choo for the super sticker train. Yes. So Allie's like, I am not worried about that lady. Do you see? She is in trouble. She is hanging out with Scandoval. I am not worried about her. I read her birth chart. She was born at like 6 a.m. under a Saturn moon, and she she wants to be a Capricorn, but she's really doing Virgo shit. I don't even know what Virgo shit is. No offense to the Virgos, but I imagine what she's doing would be Gemini shit, but no offense to the Geminis, because two people I love the most in this world are Geminis. But I was also cheated on by a Gemini, so you tell me, what does it mean? I don't know. I don't know. Right, Karen? Laughing my ass off too. All right. So then they talk about the drinking. Now, Lisa Vanderpump says, listen, I normally don't say this because I work in a field that gets people crunk and drunk, and that's how I make the money. Thank you, Kate Ann, for the super sticker. But James is a better person when he's not drinking. And Allie talks about the drinking, and she says, well, sometimes we take breaks, like from drinking. And Andy was really interested in this. He's like, you're on a break from drinking? Why? Are you not friends with John Mayer? What's wrong? Because I am friends with John Mayer, and we drink all the time. Like, we drink. He's the perfect guy for me, but he's not gay. But I'm thinking I'm going to, just wait long enough, and then John Mayer will be bi. Because I feel like he gives me bi vibes. He's very creative, and very smart. So I think he's bi. But no, she's talking about how she takes breaks from drinking. And Katie laughs, okay? And I know why Katie's laughing, because her and James explaining how they take breaks and they're supporting each other. It's a recipe for disaster. Katie just got out of a relationship like that, where both in the relationship drank too much, especially Schwartzy. And it can be a mess. Now, I'm not saying Allie drinks too much, but I will say Allie says right now she's not worried about James's drinking, but we know she prefers James sober. I agree with Lisa 100%. James is better sober, okay? He is much better sober. Some people do. They take drinking breaks. I get it. But when you're young like that and partying, sometimes you take the breaks just to convince yourself that you don't have a problem. The problem is, the myth of alcoholism is the person drinks every day. That's not true. The short version of a definition of an alcoholic would be, you don't necessarily have to drink all day. You don't have to drink all week. You don't have to drink every day, every other day. You could drink once a month. But when you do drink, does it have negative effects on your life? Do you feel out of control? I would say, since James has recognized that before, that he was an alcoholic, I would say that's probably still true for James. So hopefully, sometime, yeah, Katie's probably super stoned. She probably, yeah, she's taking that. She's giggling. I'm glad it's not me. But I do think James would benefit so much from sobriety. But you can lead a horse to tequila, but you can't make him not drink. All right. So here is when Tom Sandoval decides that he will talk about James's drinking. He brings up something about they did an Atlantic City gig, him and the other Tom. Like, dude, we were like at this Atlantic City gig. Okay, it was like an ongoing job, dude. Seriously, like we were gonna dip out, and then they invited James because he's like apparently more likable, and we were like older. Whatever. God, it sucks. Ariana. So we're in Atlantic City, and James, you got belligerently drunk. You were hanging from the rafters. You had your undies all over the place. All the girls are paying attention to you, not to me. Totally suck balls. You don't even paint your nails white. You know how long it takes to keep these babies fresh? You don't even care. You've had the same haircut since 2016. You're not an artist. Anyways, he was drunk. He slapped a girl's ass. Like, dude, like who does that? God, I would never. So Sandoval's acting holier than thou about James's drinking, and Lala's like, excuse me, sir, hypocrite from the back. Hi. What we're not going to do is we're not going to, circle the drain of piss, because I guarantee both of you, Tom Schwartz and yourself, don't even use your toilet. You probably pee in your own tub. Okay. You guys drink a lot heavily. You're heavy drinkers. So this is a, personal subject for me, Lala, because I am sober now, but I don't think you have any room to talk about James's drinking. Okay. So go circle your piss drain on your own, because you can't speak. And Sandy Butt's like, oh, I don't smack women's asses, dude, like when I'm drunk. I don't do this kind of bad stuff when I'm drunk. I'm sorry. Ariana comes in and goes, no, you just fuck my friend. So Ariana, I mean, she stays on that fuck my friend, and I'm so happy she does. Because yeah, when you get drunk, you blow up your whole life and you have an affair with your life partner's one of her best friends. That's what you do. So you cheat, and you cheat with multiple people, because we know that it's not just Rachel Raquel. There are other women, the Miami girl of it all. And then you blame the women. And then Miami girl marches right up to the bar and says, we had sex. You say, oh, yeah, right. You had sex. I didn't have sex. Oh, you are a sex. So you do bad stuff too when you're drunk, Tom. So just be quiet. Exactly. Lexi, yes. You only smack asses behind Ariana's back. And then James is like, you know, what were you doing? You know, like making out with, when they were talking about the Canyon Club thing, what were you doing? Like making out with Rachel Raquel in the back. He's like, oh, no, God, dude, like Ariana, I wasn't. And Ariana's like, you were dedicating songs to me that night. Do you remember that? Because I remember, you little batch. But Sandy Butt was on his little soapbox because he's so used to judging everyone else. But guess what? When now you live in a fragile, cracked glass house that is now shattered, you throw rocks and it hits you right in the face. So you can't throw rocks when you live in a shattered glass house, or you'll get a concussion because people are going to hit you. Okay. Yeah. And Tom starts this get out of jail free card. All of a sudden it's, oh, God, this is get out of jail free card. This me cheating. And James Kennedy's like, yeah, it is. For this year, it actually is. It's a get out of jail free card. So whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. I'm rubber, you're cheating glue. Okay. And that's the truth. Right now, he is trying to divert attention, but there is no one who has done anything as horrific as he's done, and he has not taken accountability. So, oh my goodness. Oh my God, shut up. Jax called you white jersey trash, huh? Oh my God, Crystal. How did he call you? Circa 2010, blocked by Jack. Oh my goodness. Not white jersey trash. What is Jax? How did that happen? Oh, Lordy. Oh, that actually is kind of a good saying now that I'm reading it, Sue. I love that you write this stuff down. Thank you. You can't throw rocks when you live in a shattered glass house, or y'all get a concussion. I'm rubber and you're cheating glue. Oh my gosh. So we have that conversation, and Tom trying to be holier than thou. All right. He doesn't slap women on the butts. He just cheats on women and lies to them and pits two girlfriends against each other. All right. So then they talk about therapy, Sandy Butt, after he tells the story, James gets very upset and, oh, get out of jail free card. And James is like, it is. And then James walks up again because he's got a pee-pee. He's like, he's making me nervous. I got a pee-pee. And when James returns, Allie whispers to Lala, has he been like this the whole day? Lala's like, yeah. So Allie knows. I mean, that's the thing with James's drinking. I mean, that's their business that they put on TV for all of us to judge and watch. But eventually that might, she knows that some of this behavior isn't great. All right. He's working on it, allegedly. So then James comes back, and James calls Scandoval an ugly fuck. Before he sits down, he's like, go, pay. Oh, I just had to shake it a little bit so it didn't get on my pants. Ugly fuck. And then he sits down, and, he's always got to get that in. At least this time, Andy wasn't like, you talking to me? You talking to me? He's like, Andy, I'm not talking to you. I am talking to the 82-year-old cheater who's sitting next to Schwartz. All right. Allie, they talk about therapy. Allie says, yeah, I think everyone should see a therapist. Allie is she's lovely. She's a lovely young progressive woman. Okay. Everyone should see a therapist, especially men, and especially James. And James is like, yes, I do. I see a therapist. And I found one that I like. And Andy's smartass says, how do you think that's working on your anger? And James goes, oh, I think it's working pretty good. Andy's like, I don't think it's working. And then Scandoval agrees that it isn't working. I'm like, Sandoval, again, hush, 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 hush. Ariana said, well, listen, James might have some anger stuff, but today I think is extenuating circumstances. And he's like, thank you. Thank you, Ariana. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ellie for president. Ellie Belly for president. Yes. Love it. So she's advocating therapy for all, especially men and especially James. And I'm like, yes, girl. Yes. James talks about he bought a house and everyone's very proud of him. And he goes, and Ellie Belly and the cats are moving in. Now, I have never seen James. He gets a little giddy in the past. I've seen him very protective of Rachel Raquel, but he seems genuinely like he listens to freaking Allie Bally. He's calling her Allie Bally. He's living with cats. I mean, this man, he might be in real love. He might be. Nanya, stop. So, oh my gosh, Ariana for president. Yes, Gino. Yes, give it to Ariana. So he talks about his house. His house looks adorable. And you know what? It's like a real home. It's not one of those like McMansion LA ones where they tore down the other one to put up one of those like farmhouse style like everyone else had except for Kristen Doty and Stassi. So now James has like a real brick and mortar type home. So that's kind of cool. And then, Allie's moving in. And then I think Allie has to leave. And she's like, goodbye, everybody, even though she doesn't have an English accent. But Allie, you killed it, Allie. If you needed to know, I mean, I'm sure you already knew. You didn't need us to tell you. But girl, you killed it. You looked great. Everything you said was on point. Like Diane said, you didn't allow them to shame you for James's behavior. And you outed one of the biggest, most deceitful controversies on this show and probably in this show's history with seeing them. I saw Rachel Raquel and Tom Sandoval at the Abbey at 1 a.m. dancing by themselves, and Ariana wasn't there. So you freaking told us, and I'm so glad that, you came on the scene. You've had a great freshman season, girl. Sharni, yes, James's house is so cute. It's totally a big deal. I'm sure it's a very expensive house. And Lisa's like, where is it? Where is it? Is it near Villa Rosa? I know it's not near Villa Rosa, even though I moved from there allegedly. Does it have ponies? I know it doesn't have ponies. He probably lives in the valley. He's going to say the valley. It's in the valley. That's cute. It's in the valley. It's a starter. Is it a starter home, James? A starter. Okay, that's cute. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. No, Lisa's proud of him when she says, "Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up." Oh goodness, but it is a big deal. It's a really big deal. I mean, Los Angeles homes are ridiculously priced. So good for you, James, building that equity, being a man. So then Sheena talks about how she was already married, the big secret from this year. Just kidding. We got married. And Lisa makes sure to make many comments on the green card. I was like, oh, Lisa. Oh my God, Lisa. Because, we know that, Brock needed his green card. Sheena's like, we were already married, or we already had a kid together. We're going to get married. It was like something just for us, something just for me and the Australian guy that needed a green card. And so I love it. So she was excited that, they were already married, and we found out this season when she told the girls at her wedding. And Lisa's just like, and for the green card. And I'm like, Lisa, if only you took these kind of jabs and shots at the Toms more often, this could be fun. But it tends to be only at everybody else, unfortunately. I mean, you do take little shots at the Toms, but not as many as you could, especially now. Especially now. Okay. She's got that nice, nasty down. She was being shady. She's like, it was for the green card, right? It was for the green card. Yes, I tell Ken that. Gosh, exactly. Where is this energy for the Toms, Lisa? Give it to us. Drag the Toms like they're Kyle Richards, okay? And, okay, I didn't want to say this because I don't like to talk about other people's business, except for when I do. And the Toms are big Kyle Richards fans, Lisa. And they've been hanging out, allegedly, with Kyle Richards behind the scenes and telling her they want to open up a restaurant and buy property with Mauricio and the agency. Allegedly, that's been what's happening. It's true until it's not true. Okay. Maybe I made it up, but if it's true, you should probably bank on it being true. You should probably start dragging them and separate from them. Because I heard that at this reunion, they were both wearing Team Kyle shirts underneath their suit. No, I made it up, Sharni. But what if? It sounded kind of believable, right? See, I'm technically a Bravo blogger. I just make stuff up. And that's how I Bravo blog. Goodbye, Kyle. Goodbye, Kyle. That's what Ken says. So Sheena talks about the wedding. Then we got to Tom and Katie talk. And Katie didn't think Schwartz knew Brock long enough to put him or prioritize him above her. And then Schwartz, which Katie's 100% right. Tom Schwartz is ridiculous. And he's a child about this. And Schwartz says, well, Katie has a history of diminishing my friendships. And Katie says, Schwartz, you're friends with everyone. You're like a serial killer's wet dream. You're going to get chopped up in pieces one day. And this was one of my favorite lines. Come through, Katie, with the Schwartz is a damn serial killer. With the way, or that he's not a serial killer. Tom Sandybutt gives me SK vibes. But that's probably, okay, so that makes sense. So Tom Sandybutt gives me SK vibes. And Tom Schwartz loves Tom Sandybutt. So that makes sense because he's a serial killer's wet dream, according to Katie. And I was just like, God, I love it. Katie, this was one of the best little moments and comebacks of the reunion. You're like a serial killer's wet dream. You're friends with everyone. You're going to get chopped up one day. I was like, he really is. He really, really is. And Andy was just sitting there going, oh, wow. He's going to get chopped into pieces one day. Okay. Mm-hmm. Right, Blondie? They're so good. Katie, yes. Katie, get that life insurance policy. Tell him you still want to be his, whatever it would be, to be on the life insurance policy. You think Schwartz has insurance? Doubtful. All right. But I loved seeing Andy's face too when she's like, okay. Katie's like, you'll literally trust anyone. And he's like, not true. I don't trust everybody. And then Sheena gets in a good dig and she's like, oh, like the guy next to you? Tom Sandybutt? And Schwartz is like, huh? What? Huh? Oh, I don't know. What's going on? Schwartz tries to say he's a people person. Katie says, oh no, you're a people pleaser. And that's exactly right. Schwartz gives me all the people pleasing vibes. He's not a people person. He's just terrified of people being mad at him, except for the one he's intimate with. So when it comes to his significant other, mainly Katie is what we saw, he hasn't cared. He's his true self around her, who he feels most comfortable with. And then everyone else, he's just afraid of them being mad at him. So he needs one person in his life to let his true shit out. And then he shits all over them, according to me. And then to everyone else, he tries to please them. So he's definitely getting those two things messed up. Yes, Katie's hugely underrated. And this season just proved it. So, but when he's like, I'm a people pleaser, she's like, or I'm a people person. She's like, you're a people pleaser. And there is a big difference between the two. Then Lala, Allie didn't leave yet. Sorry. Allie, why she gave Allie advice. They kind of talked about that. You know, Allie, were you upset about that? And she's like, no, but I probably should have stuck up for my relationship a little more. And Lala's like, I think I did that because I had such a hard year and I was going through so much and I was projecting and I just wanted to protect you. So that's why I gave you advice. And James is like, but that hurt my feelings because, you know, I'm not that guy. And Lala's like, but it's just what I was going through and it was what was happening to me. And I didn't want it to happen to anyone else. So I was hypersensitive to everyone around me because I felt like such an idiot and such a fool. And I felt like that was a really honest, vulnerable thing for Lala in that moment. And that does make sense because she was out there trying to save every hoe. She was like, I'm going to save all the hoes because male hoes, women hoes, all the hoes are going to get saved, dog hoes, cat hoes, because of what she went through. You know, she's really going through it with Randall Emmett, that monstrous man. So then yeah, they talk about the Canyon Club. We already talked about that. Nobody saw it. So why was Rachel the narrator that night? Thank you, Allie. And Rachel's like, huh? Sandy, but so you're blaming us for that? Because James says this is the first time Allie was really around everybody. And so I was just like hyped up and I was sweaty and I wanted to take a shower. So I said, let's go, Allie Ballet. And the security said, you can't yell at her. And I said to him, yes, I can. We share a cat, Mr. Pumpernickel. I forgot his name. What is it, Allie? James. That's probably your Cancer moon speaking. You just can't remember. You have the right feelings and intentions, but the memory is suffering. All right. Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot. So then what were you doing? James says to Sandy, but like we said, making out with Rachel in the back. And Ariana says, they were dedicating songs to me. HC, welcome to the membership on YouTube. Thank you for joining. All right. Then Allie leaves, right? She eventually leaves. All right. Allie. Sheena gives us an update on the restraining order. And Sheena got very, very emotional. And I don't blame her. It was something that has really bothered her. You know, in this whole Scandoval of it all, Sheena, she lost two of her best friends. Her best friend Ariana was deeply hurt by that. She was deeply hurt by the betrayal. And then the girl, Rachel Raquel, who she felt like she was a big sister to. She's like, I did so much for this girl. I helped her so much. She stayed at my house. She had sex on my counter where I feed my baby. She had sex in my bed. And this is how she repays me. She says that I punched her. And as we've all proved from OJ, if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And my hand will not make a fist. So if I can't make a fist, you must be remiss because I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But she can't really talk about it because she has this TRO, you know, this temporary restraining order, because of these two idiots. Wanted to have sex with each other and didn't want to take responsibility. So Sheena has someone who she treated like her little sister. And if you see Sheena around her real life little sister, I mean, she's a good big sister. She gives me great big sister vibes. So she was definitely so protective of Rachel Raquel, and she really believed in Rachel Raquel, and that, you know, she just couldn't believe that Rachel Raquel would first have an affair with Tom Sandoval, and second, accuse her of punching her and then get out a restraining order on her. So Sheena's like, I can't talk about it. So then everyone else starts talking about it, you know. And they talk about the punch, and everyone's like, she can't punch. Look at her nails. And Andy says, Sandoval, what do you think happened? And Sandoval, it's like more than 2 hours later. It's like 2 years later. Sandoval, it's like a cyst. He's acting like a cis male, like he says.
Always yell, do whatever you feel entitled to do, but as a straight male.
As a cis straight male, he says.
The new thing is that, you know, as a cis male.
Did you say cyst?
Oh my goodness. He's like, dude, like, okay, like, dude, like, okay, I don't know, like, Ariana, I'm gonna get to it. What do I think, Andy? God, we didn't prep for this. Ariana, well, I think it's Ariana's fault, dude. Like, seriously, what the hell? Seriously, whatever. God, Andy, you're such a bitch. You're like my mom. You just want me to pay you back your money. I was trying to open up a strip mall bar. What was I supposed to do? What do you think about this, Tom? What? They're like, just what, Tom? Say something. He's like, it's hard for me because I smoke a lot of cigarettes and my throat hurts. Oh, God. I think I swallowed some sequins from my pants that Ariana doesn't like. Like, seriously. Like, everybody likes those pants. I'm like, God. Like, God damn. Bleh, bleh. He sits there. And then he says, well, I just gotta be careful because I don't want to disrupt my relationship with Sheena. And Ariana's like, you don't have a relationship with Sheena, you idiot. And he's like, oh, Ariana, stop. You always call me stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm a smart boy. She's like, you don't have a relationship with Sheena, you idiot. Idiot. And he says, oh, okay. All right, God, Ariana, fine. I wasn't there. All right, but I dead? Like, dude, I like heard? Like, what's your name again? Sheena, my friend. Ariana, shut up. Her my friend, you are. You smell. I don't smell, you smell. Shut up, producer, skin jeans. Didn't even let me have a real break. It's my legal right. I'm in a very delicate position, Ariana. Okay, like, seriously though. Sheena said, I heard her on the speakerphone, you can give me a polygraph. I'll take it. Ariana, shut up. Shut up. So mean. God, you act like I cheated on you. You weren't touching. I lost my mojo, bitch. Ariana, okay. I heard Sheena. She's your name, right? Sheena? Sheena? Shay? Is it? What's Brock's last name? Brock, Australia? God. Tom is so smart. I'm watching from the trailer. He's really smart. Sheena said, I just punched that bitch in the face. I heard it. Ariana, I done. Ariana's like, you weren't even there. This happened when you were in the store getting the cigarettes on the night that freaking I found out. And Sheena was at Watch What Happens Live in New York. She did not say that. That is not what happened. I was talking to her. She did not say that. You weren't even there. I was there, Ariana. Shut up. I was there. God, you're like my mom. She asked me to do all this stuff. God, Ariana. You ruined my life with these facts. My life is ruined. Mr. Banks, James's cat. God, he gets more respect than I do. Ariana. Ugh. So Tom Sandybutt is like, that happened. I heard it. Sheena said, I just punched that bitch in the face. And they're like, no, Tom, no, I fucking heard it. I will. I'll take a polygraph. You are not the father. Okay? You don't know me like that. Ugh. So he says take a polygraph. Ariana's like, no, bitch, you weren't even there. You didn't hear that. And then finally, Sheena's like, Scandoval, shut the fuck up. And he's like, oh, I'm just telling the truth. They're like, oh yeah, from the liar. We're going to get the truth from the liar. God, what I lie about? I forgot already. Oh, the affair for a long time with your best friend? Sorry. When are you guys going to get over that? It's like your get jail free card because it just happened. Ariana, you're not my real dad, Ariana. You're not my real dad. You're not my real mom. You don't even have $250,000. Oh, yeah, you do. You did give me the home equity. Everyone's stupid. You're a restraining order. So Tom was just, I mean, the logic wasn't logicking. We don't believe a word you can say, sir. You're a liar. Sandoval's a liar. Sandoval's a liar. And we don't need ya. He's just, he's want to put him in his place. I love when Sheena was like, shut the frick up. Shut the front door, Sandoval. Hi, Chell.
Hi.
The husband's here. Did you watch this episode, Chell?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Sandoval's in the right. Ariana's in the wrong. I'm Team Raquel.
You're wanting the divorce. My husband trying to get out of this relationship. He don't got to cheat. He just has to be Team Raquel. And then we're done. Okay? We are done.
Notice how Tom and Raquel are so hot together?
Stop it, Chell.
I call him Tom Kel.
Get out of here. Go install a fan. That's my husband.
Or because they have sex so much. Racum.
Not Racum. Oh my God. Don't marry a comedian. Don't do it, you guys. It's not that fun. It's just fun when you're the comedian. It's not fun when he's funny. Not Racum. Oh my God. He just brought a fan in here. We're installing. Well, he's installing fans. I'm so excited. Okay. We're over it. All right. So back to the Sheena of it all. So then, you're a restraining order, you're an idiot, blah, blah. Then Ariana and Tom, they have a little fight over who coached who. Ariana's like, you coached her. You're with a liar. She's a liar. You coached her. And he's like, oh, no, you coached me. Okay. And Ariana's like, no, you coached me. And there's this talk of, was Ariana hiding her real life on the camera? Was she? I know it's two comedians. It is a mess over here. It is a mess over here, Judy. Let me tell you, it's a fun mess. So, Sandoval, he is. Let's see. So where did I leave it at? Okay. So who coached who? We already talked about that. Ariana not sharing her stuff. And Ariana's like, I always was 100% shared with the show. I don't know, Tom. We know that from the Call Her Daddy interview. If you guys missed it, I did a breakdown of the Call Her Daddy. I have about an hour left. The last 50 some minutes I have to do still, but it's a 2-hour interview and we had some fun. So check that. It's a couple lives back and it will be the Call Her Daddy if you haven't watched it already. But in the Call Her Daddy interview, she's, and even in this interview with Andy Cohen that she did, she's like, Tom had to make up this scenario that, he's desperate. So he had to say, oh, we weren't, sharing our real relationship in front of the camera and he wanted to, and it was me that did it. And we know that it was Tom that always wanted to be the narrator of the show. He wanted to be on his soapbox. He wanted to be holier than thou. He didn't want to share. Ariana should not be questioned whether she shared or not. Ariana has shared so much about her life, so much about her relationship, and they were just naming a few things. She shared about even her last relationship and the verbal abuse she heard from her ex, and even about how she was insecure about her vagina because she dated some, Sandy Butt 2.0 before him, who was saying crude things about her vagina. She's talked about the loss of her dad. She's talked about her mental health, which Tom Sandy Butt then weaponized. I mean, she has really opened up in front of the cameras. She talked about wanting to spend more time with him this season. And she talked to Rachel Raquel about their sex life. I mean, she has been open. It's Tom Sandy Butt that was not open. And it was Tom Sandy Butt that probably advocated for them to just not put their problems on Front Street. Ariana's like, I've always said when I disagree with him. I mean, remember Ariana with the whole book situation, the cocktail book, and she was like, no, bitch, you are not going to take my shine like you always do. Remember when she put him in his place and Lala was there and they were at lunch in LA and Lala's like, okay. And she's like, no, bitch, this is my book. I'm doing something. It's not all about you, Tom. So she has shown us who she is. She doesn't have anything to worry about in that sense. Tom was trying to create this narrative and push it to production that it's not fair that, everybody else, dude, everyone else has to share their life. But Ariana, she says that we shouldn't. And I feel Ariana is just really messed up. And I feel like we should talk about how messed up Ariana is. So, oh gosh. I mean, Tom, you're a liar, sir. You are a liar. Sandoval's a liar, and we do not need ya. So he tries to say that. Ariana's like, no, I've shared. And Tom's like, well, I don't think we have. Okay. I think we hit a lot of our issues, dude, for the camera. Ariana's like, okay, again, not me. Maybe you. Not me. And then Lisa's like, Tom, what you hid your issues when you're on a reality show? Knowing? And then James Kennedy is so frustrated that Lisa's been rolling so hard for the Toms and having Sandoval's back seemingly. And James is like, thank you, Lisa. Finally, something. You're criticizing him for something. Oh, Tom Sandoval, you didn't share with the class? Oh, that's horrible. And he's like, oh, no, it's not me. It's freaking Ariana. It's always Ariana. Okay, Lisa, what happened was I wanted to share. And then Ariana was like, oh, she went from oh, your green sequence pants are freaking barf to oh, they don't look that bad. And so then I just couldn't share. So it's Ariana's fault. She was like, you don't know anything about fashion. And then 2 days later, She was like, oh, I guess you do know about fashion. Like, whatever, like. So Tom just always wants to pass the buck on Ariana, his life partner, who he cheated on, okay? So now here's where my notes stop, and I want to incorporate some of the audio for the episode with fair use commentary. So don't strike me, NBC Universal. If you know what's good for you, I'm lawyered up. If by lawyered up, you mean lots of Starbucks, okay? So let's see. So then, it's like they know, and they're slowing down my part 2 of the reunion. All right, as we pull it up, resume where I was watching before, because that's the exact part. Rachel Raquel is about to come out, and they're like, all right, Sheena, we got to finish up with you soon. And okay, I'm just going to close. Okay, here we go. They're like, Rachel's gonna come soon. She's gonna come soon. Rachel's gonna come soon. And oh, I think I missed a part that I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Amy, for the super chat. The best channel out there for any VPR news and, well, anything else. Oh, Amy, that's so sweet of you. Yes, it was very dramatic. I don't think we got fully into it was very sad with Sheena when Lala was explaining about the restrainer. I don't know if it got too deep into this. We'll go real quickly back to this because Sheena was very upset. Tom, was he? I don't know if he was upset. He's been upset a few times, but I don't trust his emotions. But Lala's upset and Ariana's upset. And Sheena's just like, this restraining order, it's affected me so much. I think I was getting to that, and I must have got ADHD distracted. But it was, I've had these breakdowns because now I have to deal with this restraining order from this person that I did everything for. And to the point where I'm having a breakdown and my daughter starts hyperventilating. And that's Andy's like, just so you know, Rachel Raquel is dropping the restraining order. They filed a motion to drop the restraining order. And Ariana's like, we don't need that. We don't need that hoe. These hoes ain't loyal. We don't know. We'll fight them. And Sheena's just like, what? And then Lala's like, I know that the judicial system is a real bitch. It can be so difficult. So I'm so happy that you don't have to go through this anymore. And you don't have to be fear of being away from your daughter or something. And then they both start crying. And then Ariana's crying. And they scan to Rachel Raquel in her shame shack, the trashy trailer. And this girl, she don't care. She don't care. Here, I got to share that. Hold on. Let me stop this screen so I can share this one. Rachel Raquel is like, new cheating scandal. Who dis? She is showing no emotion. She's just staring straight ahead and watching. She's getting ready for her segment and she's watching them break down and cry. And the damage that Rachel Raquel has done to these women who did everything they could to be the most supportive friends, big sisters she could ask for. And she's just like, I think she said one thing during this segment, and it was, oh, she dead punched me, and she's putting on her freaking lip liner. She's like, it was a punch. And then Sheena's just breaking down. I did everything for this girl. Like I said, she's like a great big sister. I did it all for her. And Rachel Raquel's like, maybe I should have written Sheena like a note with that. Maybe I should have put a note with that. Maybe I should have done like a note or something like, hi, Sheena, it's me, Rachel Raquel. I didn't know you were so upset about this. You and your daughter, I think she has a daughter, are in my thoughts. I'm sorry. What did Tom say? I'm sorry this happened to you. Love, Rachel Raquel. She'll love that. Lala wouldn't do that. I'd do that. So she just is like, Sheena is breaking down. Sheena's like, I asked Rachel Raquel and I said, You wouldn't do this. You would never do this. And Rachel Raquel said, I wouldn't do this because me and Ariana, we have your back and we love you. And you wouldn't do this. She's like, I wouldn't. I don't touch dick that doesn't belong to me, especially if it's uncircumcised, because little jackets scare Grandma Buttons. She doesn't like extra skin. Grandma Buttons is a skinist. No, don't bring Grandma Buttons. She has nothing to do with this. But she just was, I mean, it was Ariana's crying, Lala's crying, they're talking about the effect that this betrayal has had on this group of women and the trust issues that already existed and how it just is horrible. And she's just like, huh, I should have probably left a note. Like she just dinged a car in a parking lot and drove off. Like that's how she treated it. Like maybe I should have left a note on that Dodge Caravan I just ran into. Bumped it. It's okay. They probably have insurance. She just didn't care. I just probably, the producer that had to sit in the shame shack with her is probably thinking, oh my God. Oh, he or she, I think it was he. I think I saw him. It was probably Skinny Jeans. He needs to write a book, write an essay. What it's like sitting in the shame shack with Rachel Raquel. Because my God, this woman, leave a note. Girl, you owe them so much more than and you're like, Andy, I can't talk to her because I feel really bad about. I actually regret giving Sheena the restraining order because I thought it would get me out of going to the reunion and talking about this, but it didn't. So that's why I regret it. Not because it hurt my friend Sheena. I think she'll probably be my friend again. Oh my God, Rachel Raquel. So that was just like, wow. Okay. So then, Sheena has to leave. She leaves Andy with an album, because we're good as gold. Because Sheena's like, remember when you said in 2017 that at the rate I was at with music, by 2023, I'll have an album? Well, here's an album, Andy. And then Tom's like, oh God, I can't be here for this. And she's like, you don't have to be here, bitch. You can go. So Tom Sandoval's like, I need to smoke. Oh, I got to wear emo and smoke. So Tom Sandoval will smoke a cigarette. And Sheena's like, look, I got an album. And everyone's like, wow, Sheena, that's amazing. Oh, even Schwartz grabs Sheena and hugs her, but he's a people pleaser, so you can't trust him. But Tom Sandoval's like, oh, I gotta get some nicotine. Oh, no one's giving me a diet squirt in 10 minutes. I can't live without a diet squirt. I deserve a break. I'm in a very delicate nicotine position. This dude, oh my God. So he's out there smoking. And then he makes a comment while he's out there that he is not bombing, but he's blowing it. Oh, I'm blowing it. I was like, is that a little accountability that you're not able to get everyone to believe your lies, Tom? Your lies will come out. Yeah. Schwartz would hug a cactus if Sandoval told him to. Lexi. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy too. Rachel Raquel does not deserve two. And yeah. So then it's like, okay, bye, Sheena. And then Andy's like, Rachel Raquel is going to be coming out. And Tom Schwartz pops a Zanny. He was like, I need a Zanny. But before then, we kind of see Rachel Raquel headed that way in her green dress. And we hear Tom Sandy Butt go, green light, and look over at Tom Schwartz. And then Tom Schwartz pulls out Xanax and is about to pop one. All right. But this is literally Rachel Raquel while, here, let me pull this screenshot over. This is Rachel Raquel while everybody is crying. She's like, remember that show Small Wonder with the robot girl from the 80s? This is what she looked like. What is a feeling? I only feel about the pageants. I am done with pageants. I hurt all of my friends and destroyed their home lives. Does not compute. It was very strange. Oh my God, HC, we had the same thought at the same time. Does not compute. Feelings for others, not. I don't know what's going on with her. I do not know what's going on with her. I don't know what's going on with her. I've seen her be emotional. We've seen her be very emotional. She's panic attacking in the back seat, like, James called him all fat. I can't do pageants anymore. I like to be the Barbie, and I go up on stage and I pretend to ride a surfboard while I'm on the stage of the pageant. But my goodness, it was just like, I don't understand. What are you saying? What is happening? How come me and Tom are not having intercourses? I want to have intercourses. Yeah, I mean, that is one plus, Dossier, that Dossier, that at least she doesn't try to act feelings like Sandy Butt and fake emotions. Failed actor. I mean, he's fake. It's fake. Epic says that's the face of contempt. So then Andy's like, and I did a special interview with Rachel Raquel, the rat bastard. So let's hear some of it. Rachel Raquel in this interview is wearing a blazer because she was like, this is my serious time. Serious people wear blazers. My mom said I should watch old videos of Jane Pauley on the Today Show. She wears blazers. Jane Pauley is who I will dress like. Jane Pauley. Okay, I just like Jane Pauley. So here we go.
About the reunion, like pretty much.
All right, let's just rewind a little bit. Come on, Peacock, stay with me. Andy's interview with her, he's like,
how to approach things.
huh? Okay, I think I went too far. I went too far. I work too hard. Okay, let's see.
She didn't like.
I'm wearing a blazer. Blazers are everything I need. Katie Couric didn't dress in. Actually, Katie Couric did wear a lot of blazers. Okay. All right. So then Andy's like, I get to interview Robot Rachel. All right. It's Rachel time. She's walking. Giraffe legs. Here she comes.
Schwartz, you know you're moving over one seat. I'm moving over.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
So they were going to have Rachel Raquel sit in the middle of the toms, and Ariana and the ladies were like, oh no, we do the seating. Look at his face. Look at this dude's face. Oh my God. I've never seen someone so mad to not get their diet squirt break before. And they're like, no, she's sitting on the other side. And James was like, oh, Tom did not like that. He didn't like that.
Didn't like that. Okay. Welcome back to the season 10 Vanderpump Rules reunion. Before we bring her out, I sat down for a separate one-on-one with Raquel. Let's take a look.
Woo!
Hi, Raquel.
Hi, Andy.
How do you feel about being here?
A little nervous. I know it's important for me to be here because I have to take accountability.
She can barely say it. I know it's important for me to be here because my mom and Tom, they wrote it down on a card. Come on, Rachel. Malibu Barbie time. Sonoma County pageant. Accountability. I have to take accountability. She literally can barely say that. Okay, let's listen to that again.
Being here.
A little nervous. I know it's important for me to be here because I have to take accountability for my actions. And so I'm here to do that.
Explain to me how the relationship started. What was the first kiss or the first spark of emotion that you felt?
Well, Tom and I have been friends for a while, and he's always been somebody that.
Girl, no. You were friends with a couple. Ariana brought you in. Sheena brought you in. And now you're just recognizing you and Tom's friendship. Notice how she just completely. Ariana doesn't exist. So Tom and I have been friends. Like you just met him separately and you guys became really good friends. You met him through your girlfriend. You met him through your ex-fiance on the show you got on from being fianced to James. And the women took you under their wing and they went to your dumb puppy shower and all that stuff. And so soon you forget. And now it's just me and Tom.
Has been in my corner and has.
How dare you? How dare you? He was inside your corner. The ladies were actually around you, supporting you, lifting you up. He was holding you down with his dick. Okay. That is what he did. So he wasn't lifting you up. He was getting you ready for the sex. Very different from what Sheena and Ariana were doing. They didn't want anything from you. They didn't want sex from you. They weren't trying to, for lack of a better word, groom you into this relationship. I'm not saying she was necessarily groomed. I'm just like, they didn't have an ulterior motive. Tom had an ulterior motive. It was his penis. The women just had your back. They told people you were smart. Okay. They put their relationship on the line.
Rooted for me. Things started getting.
He rooted for you. No one rooted for you more than Sheena and Ariana. No one on this show. Not even your own parents when they were on the damn show. Okay. They were like your grandma buttons.
A while. And he's always been somebody that has been in my corner and has rooted for me. Things started getting more romantic after this girls' trip that I went on.
Did he make you feel special?
Oh, you mean the girls' trip that Ariana had to leave early, that they made sure you were invited to, despite the fact that you admitted that you broke girl code yet again when Katie had asked you, please don't make out with my ex-husband. We're trying to have a friendship and we don't come on to him, nothing. We don't want to get involved with anyone in the group, please. And as my friend, and as I know we're not super close friends yet, but we're going to get to know each other. I'm inviting you on the girls' trip. Please don't do that. Even after you admitted that, they still had you on this trip. And then Ariana's dog, her beloved Charlotte, as producer Tilly's here. Say hi, Tilly. Passes away. And that's when you decide to F her boyfriend, her life partner. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he made me feel heard and seen.
Are your ears in your vagina? Are your eyes in your vagina? We have to take a biology class, anatomy class, if you will, because heard and seen, ma'am, oh my gosh, we gotta, mom, if you're listening, sisters to Rachel Raquel, gotta get her into something. There were women here making her feel heard and seen 24/7. And yet, she gives credit to the guy who only saw her for her body and her youth and beauty. Oh my goodness.
After this girls' trip that I went on.
Did he make you feel special?
Yeah, he made me feel heard and seen.
What's up? How you doing? Good to see you.
And those are feelings that I haven't really felt maybe ever. The way that he was seeing me.
Never felt that way with James.
No.
How did you?
That I kind of believe. I do believe that. But there's no way Tom Sandy Butt. You're choosing to see and hear that from Tom Sandoval, because he don't even know how to do that in his own relationship.
Vision that this was going to play out with Ariana. Did you think that there was a path forward for the two of you where this was going to go over well?
Yeah, I think I was living in my own little
Another laugh. This is just very odd behavior. Yeah, I think I was just living in my own little dream world. Like, I'm going to fuck your boyfriend, then we're going to be best friends again. You'll find out. I'll take him. He'll be mine. Big prize. And then you'll like me. So she's admitting right now that she thought there was a path forward with Ariana after she had sex with Ariana's life partner.
Is a path forward for the two of you where this was going to go over well?
Yeah, I think I was living in my own little reality, hoping that it would work out in a certain way. I was hoping that Tom would break up with her and, in that, so we could start dating.
It's incredible.
The casualness of this is wow. I was hoping that Tom would break up with her and that so that we could start dating. That's a good answer. I've never been more sure that she is where she needs to be in this whole scenario than I am right now. If she's actually in a mental health facility, I'm very happy she's there. Because this is what? Oh my God.
Incredible how many signs of the two of you she ignored. From
Andy, this questioning is horrendous. Okay. This is a victim blaming question. It's amazing how many of the signs Ariana ignored. F that right in Rachel Raquel's being seen and being heard bullshit. Okay. She trusted her boyfriend, her life partner, and her friend. And she trusted that if they said they weren't doing anything, they weren't. So it wasn't that she just was like, la, 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 to even put that out there. Like she has some blame in this, because that's how it comes off. It comes off blamey. It comes off blamey. And I'm telling you, they are definitely working on this redemption campaign for Tom Sandy Butt for 100%. 100%. We've seen it. They will trickle little things in here and there and everywhere, from Lisa to Andy Cohen to parts of the media. Ugh. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Let's hear that one more time. How many things she looked over. Like she just willingly was like, no, I don't want to see it. Like she's to blame.
In that, so we could start dating.
It's incredible how many signs of the two of you she ignored. From you and Tom being out at the Abbey to Tom not coming back from the barbecue. She rode for you.
He told her that he was taking a shit and his friend left. Her grandmother just died and he couldn't get a lift. What was she supposed to fact check everything? Like she's a damn lawyer?
Every time because you were her friend. Wait, it's interesting because Tom said to me that he felt like maybe she didn't want to know. Was that something that the two of you were telling yourselves? Maybe she knows, but she's in denial about this somehow?
It seemed that way.
It seemed that way.
She never pressed about it.
So getting to the point of the question that this is what they told themselves, yes, that makes sense. They probably were telling themselves that. So of course they were. So they didn't have to take any blame. This is the narrative they're putting out there. She didn't even follow me, dude. Like, seriously, I was cheating on her and she wasn't even freaking following me. It's like she deserved to get cheated on. She like overlooked following me. I mean, did she check my phone? Yes, but she didn't ask if I had secret folders that I was hiding naked pictures and FaceTime diddlings of her best friend. And if she would have asked me that, maybe it wouldn't have went on that long. Oh my God.
Never confronted me about it. She didn't, from what I know, what Thomas told me, that she didn't like question him too much about it. Just believed like at face value what he would tell her, which
that kind of.
What a bitch. You mean she believed her life partner and what he would tell her? God, women are so stupid, right, Rachel Raquel? Kathy, thank you so much for that super chat. She wanted to win the ultimate prize, yep, at the VPR beauty pageant and slip into the place of Ariana. It's sad, but that is the damn truth. She treated this like another competition with a woman. And he treated this like the awful person he is, because he's been doing this for how long? And in this interview, she's like, yeah, Andy, well, Tom said that I only heard from Tom, but she like didn't even ask. She wasn't like, oh, is Tom penetrating you? And while he was penetrating me. And there's no talk, as you guys put in the chat earlier, about how deceptive this was. And how they were able to live with themselves, caring. That would be one of my first questions. Like, how are you able to go on and smile and look in her face and be a friend to her and let her open up to you and be vulnerable when you knew you were doing this to her? How could you do that? Not only to her, but to him. You know, I'd ask him the same thing. As her life partner, how could you go home and lay in the same bed and still have sex with her knowing that you were deceiving her on the highest level? Like, how did you sleep with yourself? How did you sleep with Rachel Raquel? Rachel Raquel, how did you sleep with yourself? How did you sleep with Tom Sandy Butt? How did you not hate yourself? But no, he doesn't ask that.
About this somehow?
it seemed that way.
It seemed that way.
She never pressed about it. She never confronted me about it. She didn't, from what I know, what Tom's told me, that she didn't like question him too much about it, just believed like at face value what he would tell her, which
That kind of sounds like you're blaming her.
I mean, at the time, I think that was my mindset. And now I know that she really did want to know, and it was very deceitful.
I mean, at the time, but now I know once the world started hating me and Tom that she did want to know. So, oops. Oh, you got that right, Andy. But Ariana, she just didn't really care. But Lala, she would probably be way bitchier about this than I am. Look at Andy's face. He's like, what? Huh? Huh? What? Oh my goodness. Well, you kind of led her to those questioning, like HC said. I mean, come on. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I think that was my mindset. And now I know that she really did want to know, and it was very deceitful. I'm very ashamed of it.
I don't believe you, girl. I don't. I think you guys are more pissed that we're having these reactions we're having because you probably thought you could get away with that. I'm very ashamed of it. Does this look like the face of shame? No, that looks confused. But I don't really understand why people are mad. That's what that looks like. That looks confused to me. That looks like, but I don't get it. Like, why are people mad at me? I'm like, it's not my fault. Ariana didn't even ask me. Tom said at any time, Ariana could have been like, hey, Rachel Raquel, you look really pretty today. And I would have been like, I know. And she could have been like, are you fucking my boyfriend? And I would have said, no. And then she should have asked again. And she didn't. And she never followed us. She never checked my vagina for Tom evidence. Not once. She could have went in there. We're friends. And looked around, peeked around. He left stuff behind. He's a very messy man. But he didn't. So Tom says, looks like she doesn't care. So let's keep fucking. Oh my God.
Found something on Tom's phone. She called you and confronted you. What was that conversation like?
It was a lot of pain that I felt from her. She begged me to tell her when it all happened. And
I feel like I picked up a smirk on that. I gotta rewind and make sure I'm not reading too much into this. She was really emotional. She was like really emotional. And she begged me to tell her. She begged. Yeah, they had previously asked her exactly. Fake Merle, they had asked her. She had just got done telling us that they were like, you wouldn't do this, you wouldn't. She was like, no. Tom, what do I keep saying? No. Keep saying no. All right, let me see if I see the smirk.
That was my mindset. And now I know that she really did want to know. And it was very deceitful. I'm very ashamed of it.
She found something on Tom's phone. She called you and confronted you. What was that conversation like?
It was a lot of pain that I felt from her. She begged me to tell her when it all happened.
Okay, right before she goes, when it all happened, go back and watch it. Leave it in the comments there. Tell me if I'm wrong. But she begged me to tell her. There was like a little, when it all happened. A little smirky. I might be reading too much into it. Oops. As I pause my fan. Okay. It looked weird. It looked weird. I had to go back and I saw the facial expressions are problematic. Okay. All right, Rachel. What else you got? We got a couple more minutes with you, Rachel.
All happened. And at this point, we were going to tell her. We just wanted to get our story straight, basically, because
Rock, come.
Get out of here. Oh, you look kind of dirty. Like, did you install one? Yeah.
No, I gotta turn off the power for that stuff.
Oh, you look kind of all disheveled and cute.
Yeah, that's how you run me.
Okay. You're so sweet. Okay. Well, Mr. Rockham fan came back for a second. But now she's like, oh, we want to get our story straight. Our story straight. Just more proving Ariana and the coaching. More proof of Tom Sandy Butt being a coach. Okay. I mean, we want to get our story straight. And that's when she's doing the bunny ears. Oh my goodness. Rachel Raquel. Oh my God. Oh my God.
happened. And at this point, we were going to tell her. We just wanted to get our story straight, basically, because he felt like it would hurt her if she knew how long this has been going on. And
No, what? What a bitch. What do you mean it would hurt her to know that her best friend and her life partner were doing it for like 7 months to a year plus? Are you serious? No. Because he felt, notice how everything is about Tom. What? Because Tom thought that, I didn't think that. I don't think people get hurt. But he said Ariana would be hurt, Rachel, if she found out that you were, what did he say again? Oh, that we were together for like a really long time behind her back. Yeah, so we had to get our story straight. You get it, Andy. Oh my God, Rachel.
To text me, I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry. And I said, F off, you f***ing rat. And I blocked her.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot. Oh my God.
By getting your story straight, you were going to maybe truncate how long it had been going on or something?
yeah,
Okay.
She's like, what was that word you just used? Was it about a trunk? Truncate? Truncate? Is it like circumcise? Is it like that guy? That's another guy? Truncate? Yeah, she's like, yeah, whatever you just said, Andy, sounded really good.
Wanted specifics right then on the phone.
correct.
So you told her the truth.
I told her the truth, and she said, thank you for telling me, because Tom would have never told me the truth.
Did Tom prep you for the
Then it was like I was the hero. She was like, thank you for telling me, because Tom would never tell me the truth. Do you realize, Rachel, this is who you're riding with? Tom Sandy. But the mistress just thanked you because she said, the guy you're having sex with behind my back, my life partner, is so shitty that he'll never tell me. So imagine what he won't tell you. Oh my God.
opinion?
We have obviously been talking about the reunion and preparing what to expect and kind of how to approach things.
Keyword preparing. There have been note cards made. She is failing terribly because I guarantee you, Tom Sandy Butt forgot to tell her, don't tell anyone we were preparing. He just thought she'll know, right? She'll know. She'll know. Ariana, we knew. No, she doesn't know, Tom. She's telling us everything we need to know. She's like, we prepared, we studied, we got our stories straight. That was really fun. We treated it like cramming for an exam. Okay. No, Tom, this is okay. You forgot that one. I mean, this shows just, Tom, you're not smart because you really thought this woman wouldn't put all this information out there. You should have told her, don't say that I talked to you about this and we prepared and we crammed for this like a freaking test.
Not smart. You're not smart.
You're not smart, Tom. You're not as smart as you think you are.
And yeah, we have definitely been talking about the reunion like pretty much the entire time that we've been talking. Yeah.
Both you and Tom have said you need to pause right now. You need to take a little time apart. I can't tell if that's something that you've been told or that Tom told you or your parents told you, because I would assume this is a lonely moment in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think you'll come back to the show?
I don't know. It's in question right now. I want to.
Oh my God. I don't know. The contracts are up, Andy. I want to come back. Tom says that they have to offer me a lot of money and then they give half to him and the most extras. And that I should make more than Lala. Okay, that's what I hope for. Oh my goodness. She's like, I would like to come back. This has been really fun, Andy. This has been a really good time. Oh goodness. It's been so fun being in hiding.
Tom told you or your parents told you? Because I would assume this is alone.
I wanted to get to what he said.
The entire time that we've been talking, yeah.
Both you
and we have definitely been talking about the reunion like pretty much the entire.
She laughed again. We've been talking about the reunion pretty much the entire time. Yeah, this is funny, right, Andy? This is so funny. This is hilarious.
Time that we've been talking, yeah.
Both you and Tom have said you need to pause right now. You need to take a little time apart. I can't tell if that's something that you've been told or that Tom told you.
Andy,
your parents told you.
You know this is something she's been told. She's like, I don't understand why we can't just be together. She knows now. Move me into the house. Why does she still live there? She's like in my house. That's so weird. Oh God. I mean, that's honestly, I think, what she thinks. Oh my goodness.
I would assume this is a lonely moment in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think you'll come back to the show?
I don't know. It's in question right now. I want to.
How are you feeling about seeing everything?
And you guys, yes, what you were saying, Ariana did say that she lied when Ariana first asked her and just said they made out. And Tom was like, no, we did it. We did it. So she's acting like she's the hero. You know, maybe she is perfect for Tom Sandoval because he's the hero of his own story and she's the hero of her own story when it comes to this. And they're both liars who lie. Lying liars that lie.
I don't know. I'm just preparing for the worst, hoping for the best.
I'm just preparing for the worst, hoping for the best, like a tornado, you know, because like you have tornadoes are in water, right? Is that when like the Tool song is about learn to swim? That I'm a big fan of Maynard because Tom is. I didn't know who he was, but apparently he's this old dude that also lives in Arizona. He has, which is where I'm from, he has the place there in this little town that's like a ghost town. But is that, and Tom always plays it, learn to swim, learn to swim, learn to oh no, that's Deftones. I'm confusing. I was about to sing some Deftones. Tom plays all this old man music for me and I can't even like remember all of that. But it's like learn to swim, LA is gonna break off for the rest of the world, and then he like shouts at me, but that's his singing voice, Sandy. That's the singing voice. Look at her face. Would you? This is like a constipated face. She's like, this is when you smile. I's happy. I happy. I like dick. Okay, here we go. Oh, Rachel.
How do you feel about seeing Ariana?
Scared.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Raquel is here and ready to join us.
Hey,
Ready for this?
I think so. I mean, no, but we've got to confront it.
It's so bad the executive producer came out. He's like, you ready for this? She's like, no, but yeah, I mean, am I coming back next season? Because Tom says I should because I'm the number one girl in the group now.
Because of the restraining order she filed against Sheena, Sheena is now over 100 yards away in her
Sheena is drinking a freaking White Claw and taking a deep breath. Sheena's like, oh my God. And Rachel's like, this is fun. This is fun.
Ariana, I know you have not seen Raquel since you found out about the affair. How are you feeling about this?
Not great.
Andy.
Tom, how are you feeling about this?
Oh no. Oh no. He just continues to be a child. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired. I'm sleeping. My pants are wet. No one will change me. I don't know. And Schwartz is like, I know. Katie won't even cut my armpit hair anymore. Ugh. How do these men even survive? They're not going to be able to survive without Katie and Ariana. Oh my goodness.
Since you found
That
out
was
about
funny.
the affair, how are you feeling about this?
Not great.
Tom, how are you feeling about this?
I don't know.
I don't
Let's
know.
bring her out.
I don't know. God, quit asking me questions like on a TV show. I don't know. I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. How long is this fucking show? He's so ridiculous. They had this screenshot on Reddit, I think, because Rachel Raquel, her laces were tied up so much it took off her spray tan. Oh no. So here she comes. The walk of shame. 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 Shame Tom Sandoval. Shame. Rachel Raquel.
What is that? Jesus.
Tom's taking Xanax.
Are you taking Eve?
Stress.
You're taking Xanax now?
Stress.
What?
Pill bottle on
You're
hand.
stressed? You're taking a Xanax
You
now?
can tell people it's none of your business.
Oh, it's like
my medication.
And then Schwartz is like, yeah, let's just taking some of it. And then Tom Sandybutt's like, whispers to him, you know, you can tell people it's none of their business. It's your medication. Yeah, it's like lorazepam. Yeah, it's like it's more Klonopin than Xanax-y. Xanax hits you right away. I think that's lorazepam. Let me look that up real quick because I feel like now I want to know. I'm like, is that lorazepam? I think that is more Klonopin. I could be wrong. Let's see. It's a sedative. Okay. Common brands are like Ativan. Okay. It's a benzo. Got to get them benzos. Can cause paranoid or suicidal ideation. Oh my goodness. And impair memory, judgment, and coordination. Combining with other substances. Tom Schwartz. Particularly alcohol. Tom Schwartz. Can slow breathing and possibly lead to death. Oh no. Is lorazepam basically Xanax? Official answer, lorazepam and Xanax are both benzodiazepines used for treatment of anxiety, and both are equally effective. The main difference between lorazepam and Xanax are Xanax has a quicker, look who was right. Look at the alcoholic nose. Xanax has a quicker onset of effect, but shorter duration of action, 4 to 6 hours, compared to lorazepam's 8 hours. So it hits you slower when it hits your lips. Okay.
Honey, you're taking Xanax.
Why are you taking it? No, stop it now. Stop it.
And then he throws it over to Ariana, and she's like, what the hell? He throws the whole pill bottle, and then Andy grabs it like, can I do anything with this? I like myself a little party. Okay, is this a party in my mouth? Does John Mayer know about?
It's just medication.
Wait, he's trying it.
Stop. I'll take it every day.
Tom Sandybutt is like, it's Schwartz's medication. Dude, he pulled it out at a reunion with cameras all around. He's throwing it around. We don't need the medication protection, please. If Tom Sandybutt cared a quarter as much about Ariana and his relationship as he does about Tom Schwartz's lorazepam prescription, he might still have a relationship. My God. And then Tom Schwartz like, I don't take it every day because he's great. He quit.
Once a month.
Why are you taking it now?
If someone says they take a pill once a month, they take it once a day.
Nervous.
Allegedly. He's nervous. He's nervous. Lita Star says Valium's better. Isn't Valium like the best?
Hi, Raquel.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Next week is
Hi.
day 3 of the Vanderpump Rules reunion.
I cried in your fucking arms, and you thought I should go fuck her boyfriend. James and Lala can't talk because they fucked. And
Oh.
so your best friend, Lala. It's not the same thing. Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up, Lala.
She's a cunt and you're drunk.
Ah!
That's what happened.
How could you be flirting with Schwartz after you'd slept with Scandoval?
I just think it's very incesty and
Lisa. It's a lot of energy toward the woman. I didn't hear that with the Toms. Okay.
dirty and weird. This whole side of the room.
Rihanna, I know that you hate me. And it's okay. But I want you to know that I will always love you. I can't think of two worse people. I can't.
Oh my God. Ariana, I know that you hate me, and that's okay. So even in his tears, he still has these narcissistic tendencies where he feels like he has to give his victims permission to hate him. She don't need your permission, Tom. She can hate you just fine all by herself. Your actions did it for her, weirdo. Oh my God. Winners on top, losers on the bottom. Seriously. This dude. It's okay. I give you permission to hate me. Yeah, these acting classes he took might be they're not working out. Okay. EA said Tom said green and the other Tom took it out, right? He said green light, and then he took out the pills. Is it a coincidence? Were they just talking about Rachel Raquel coming out in the green dress? Or was it like, hey, now do this? Because then Tom did get on his soapbox. Well, don't pill shame him. Was he hoping everyone else on the cast? Oh, this is probably the Tom's big. This was their plan. They were like, okay, as soon as Rachel Raquel comes out, dude, like, okay, I got it, Schwartz. What, Tom? I'll do anything you say. I'm a people person. Kay says I'm a people pleaser. Oh, she's such a bitch, right? Right. Okay. What should we do? Okay. As soon as Rachel Raquel comes out, okay, I'm going to be thinking about having sex with her, okay? But I'm going to say green light. And then you're going to pull out your fucking lorazepams. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throw it at Ariana. And you hope that she takes some. So then, since it's a benzo, it'll be a sedative. And she won't be as quick to tear apart my new vagina, right? Oh, it's a good idea, Tom. Right, Tom? Okay, Tom, let's do it. So they were hoping they could get the whole cast high on benzos so they couldn't drag their asses. That's what they were doing. Because why was Schwartz throwing around that bottle of pills so willy-nilly? Okay? I mean, I know it's probably pretty easy for people with money in LA to just get all the benzos they want. But my goodness. Oh, I think that is the big conspiracy. They were trying to get everybody high. They're like, they need to be sedated. He was like, you need to be sedated. I sing this one at my Tom Sandoval and the most extras. Okay, I gotta pay them extra because I'm really bad at this. Okay, 24 hours to go. That's how I sing. I want to be sedated. That's my theory. I just thought of it right now because it might be ridiculous, but that's the thing. But they're the Toms. So then if it would have worked, they would have been, or if they would have taken the pills, they would have been like, oh, God, they were still like really on us. And then they would have Googled it later and been like, oh, we should have had Xanax. This one takes longer. Oh, damn it. And then Tom Sandoval would have blamed Schwartz. Schwartz, you should have told me you had the slow release ones. I thought you had the quick ones. God. Oh my God. Jamie says, I think the big secret is Rachel is pregnant with Brock's baby. And oh my God, not Brock's baby. No, that can't happen. We can't have that. I don't know what this big secret is. Apparently we're going to find out. I need more reunion. I'm not good. It's not going to be enough after 3. It's horrible and cringy a lot of moments, but I need these full interviews to come out with all 3, Ariana, Tom, and Rachel Raquel. I mean, what are you going to do with the rest of the footage? Make some money off of it. Peacock, put it out there. I also need the after school lunch special with Tom Sandy Butt freaking out with his Diet Coke and his goth gear. Another failed attempt by the Toms. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, here we go. We did it. We made it through part 2 of the Vanderpump Rules reunion in under 3 hours, which is amazing for us. I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you hit that like on your way out. Leave a comment after the video post. It helps me so much in the algorithm. And I get to see all of your comments because I can't get to all of them while I am live, obviously, because otherwise I'll forget what I'm saying, which I already do a lot of the time. So thank you guys so much for watching, for participating in the live chat. Thank you for that, all the super chats and super stickers and the super sticker train was really, really fun. So thank you for introducing me to that and gracing me with super sticker choo choo trains. I'm going to set up another live to go over the rest of the Call Her Daddy, the last 50 some minutes of the Call Her Daddy interview with Ariana. If you guys aren't following me on social media, well, give it a thought at Joleen Lunzer on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and then also at married2 Bravo on Instagram, where I put mostly Bravo stuff.
And don't forget,
you scared me.
Rock 'em.
I don't know why that scared me so much, but I was like,
because I was yelling.
Yes, it was yelling. Yes, you were yelling.
Rock 'em.
Okay.
Rock 'em.
My husband just freaking scared the shit out of me. I was like, holy shit, what's a rock 'em? Oh, I remember. Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh my God. Thank God I got a new Tempur-Pedic to go fall asleep on. Holy God, I'm so excited. This is the first night I get to sleep on my new bed. Everyone's putting in the chat, Chell. Rock 'em.
Rock 'em. Rock 'em. Spell it RAWCUM. Rock 'em.
Oh, Rock-em. It sounds like because it's Rachel, like RACH. People are spelling it like
Raquel. And yeah, Tom.
But
Rock 'em.
then that would be
I'm saying how you pronounce it. Rock 'em.
okay. All right. Well, there you go. You got the genius of two comedians. Epic wrote it right. I am. Oh my God. It's too late and too early. I'm so excited for a new bed. They brought it over today. The bed got vibrations on it. I don't even know. I gotta go turn on something. I gotta finish Summer House. And I watched first part of the reunion for Jersey. Oh my God. And I finished Jersey season. Red-faced Louis. Oh my God. His face is on fire. This dude is crazy. Okay. All right, you guys. Rock 'em. Red rum. Rock 'em. Yep. Oh yeah, I know it. Okay, I know what red rum is. Oops. The genius of two comedians. All right, you guys are great. Thank you so much. Shout out to my mods. And I will be back very soon with another video and live. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, follow me on the social medias. And you're all beautiful little pumpkin spice babies. And remember to enjoy yourself because it's later than you think. Good night.
If you like what you see.